She walks in loud like a thunderstorm, debunking myths with style and form. True crime, conspiracies, her game. Melissa Jade, remember her name. She's loud, feisty, spilling tea, diving deep into mystery, breaking down your wildest claims. Melissa Jade, she's got no shame. Microphone fierce like a roaring lion, unveiling secrets people been hiding. True crime queen of the digital scene, Melissa's got you hooked on her screen. She's loud, feisty, spilling tea, diving deep into mystery, breaking down your wildest claims. Melissa J, she's got no shame. Murders to cover-ups, nothing misses. Melissa's here to share her guesses. She's got theories big and bold, no stone unturned, no case cold. She's loud, feisty, spilling tea, diving deep into mystery, breaking down your wildest claims. Melissa J, she's got no shame. Melissa J, she's got no shame. Melissa J, she's got no shame. From murders to cover-ups, nothing misses. Melissa's here to share her guesses. She's got theories big and bold, no stone unturned, no case cold. She's loud, feisty, spilling tea, diving deep into mystery, breaking down your wildest claims. Melissa J, she's got no shame. 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 She's loud, feisty, spilling tea, diving deep into mystery, breaking down your wildest claims. Melissa J, she's got no shame.
Hello, everybody. Hi, FAYO. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Kay Hoogs. Poor Linda, Mary Ann Morris, Gidget, Midnight Lace, Jay Rivet, Tia, Justin, Claudia, J-Day Fall, Brandy, Harley, Real Fall, King Attorney, Jane, Jessmore, FTW, Child of God, Harlot, People Me, Nina, Cheryl, Girls Nana. Welcome. Hi, Lisa. How's everyone doing? Hi, R Bubble, C Carter. Woo! Okay. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Miriam. Hey, Aristocrat. What's good looking? It's been forever. It's so good to see you. Hey, Junk. Hi, Shell Broadway. Nope, Shell Broadway, you are perfectly on time. Thank you, Toe Beans, for a year. Feels longer than a year, more like 4 years. Well, I appreciate the year, so thank you so much. So all right, we got a couple things to go over before we even touch these emails. And as we wait for everyone to arrive, hi, Maddie. First things first, we have our missing child for tonight's live stream. Our missing child is Colton Creed Desormeaux. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but he has been missing since November 18, 2024 out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. He is 5 years old. It says Colton and Cohen, which will be an associated child, were last seen on the 18th of November, 2024, and they may be in the company of their mom, Charlene. So here is Cohen Chase, 7 years old. So if you or anyone you know has information on their whereabouts, and this is their mom, Charlene, 41, please contact the Calcasieu Parish Sheriff's Office at 1337-491-3795. Hey, Homer. Okay, Desormeaux. Thank you, Desormeaux. Hi, CB. So handsome, right, Kelly? All right. I wasn't even going to touch that, but I was just sent that too. Okay, so there was a few things I was sent that we're going to go over, but I wasn't even going to touch that. But now that you mention it, I will touch it. I saw that there was a post. There was a post. Hi, Natasha. There was a post that is a petition, like a new petition from not Tiffany and Molly, but from Tiffany Molly. Get Wade Wilson sentenced to death before 2030. Okay. I feel like I'm always doing this. Hi, Skate Girl. I feel like I'm always doing this, but you already know what I'm going to say. And I'm going to say no. One, to be fair, I don't know the petition process. I don't know if you have to put in your actual information, anything that's verifiable to create a petition. With that being said, I do not think Tiffany and Molly would all of a sudden go from advocating for him and being his biggest supporters to trying and demanding and to get signatures to get him sentenced to death. I also think it's silly because he's not going to be sentenced to death before. I would think so, CB. So you can't get just sentenced to death because you have so many signatures. He's entitled to the appeal processes, and he's going to have to exhaust every single appeal. Like, this isn't like, hey, like get a Buc-ee's in New York, which I would love to sign that petition. That's not how it works. It's just not how it works. But I don't think that that's legit. I think, I'm pretty sure anyone could create that. I think things are being created right now. I'll just say that. I'll just say that. No, it seems to be a legitimate petition. I mean, to be fair, I didn't click the link or anything. I was just showing it right before I came on. But Tiffany Molly is the name. I don't think so. If it was anybody else's name, I would be like, okay, it's just a petition, right? But given that it's Tiffany Molly, that makes me feel like it's being created just to create talk. Okay. And you guys know how I feel about that. I don't like that type of stuff. I promised you guys I will not be clickbait. I will not do that type of stuff. And so that's my true feelings on that. Thank you, Hope, for the super sticker. Thank you. But what I will show you guys, so I was sent this right before I had come on, and maybe it'll give us a little insight into Wade and Jesse's relationship. And this is what I appreciate this because this is what I will base my opinions on versus word of mouth. So I think it's okay that I share it. Like, Skater Girl, thank you so much for sharing this, and CB. So we had, and hi Shay, hi Taz, hi everyone. So right before I came live, I was sent this, which I really do appreciate because this is what I much would have preferred to see when trying to determine whether or not I think Wade and Jesse are still together. So we had those crazy letters, I guess you could say, allegedly written by Wade, which I wouldn't be surprised if they're Wade that we went over last night. We kind of just scroll through them again quickly before our guests get here. But now we have the phone logs, right? Those letters seem to be pushing a narrative. That's just my opinion. I think the letters may be legit, meaning legitimately written by Wade, but I don't trust why it's being shared, the narrative being pushed with it, or Jesse. I don't trust Jesse or Wade. So what we do have here, though, are originally Kit got the phone logs from Union, right? And her phone logs were from January. Well, thank you, Skater Girl, because she FOIA'd and has now March, the current visitor logs. And not phone logs, visitor logs. And so we're able to see what Jesse's current status is. And that's the way I like to do it. Well, it wouldn't be hard at this point to even fake letters with his handwriting. You just copy the letters when creating a new one. But I don't know. Maybe it is. I just don't trust anything from them. But let's take a look at this new FOIA. Hiya, Nanya.
Hello.
Hello. I feel like it's been forever.
It's been forever.
Aha. We were just going through a new FOIA that I was sent before we got into the emails.
Oh, nice. I don't know where the others are. I thought that my headphones would work with StreamYards, and they're like, no, we don't work with StreamYard. Thank you anyways.
They just don't work with StreamYard?
Yeah, they just don't connect. Like, I have them in before I connect to StreamYard, and then you have to go through signing in, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And when I do that, it's like, okay, we're gonna put you on the stage now. It puts me on the stage for you to pull me up, and then it just totally disconnects the headphones.
Can you go into your 3 dots and choose your audio source? Oh, I sounded like I knew what I was talking about.
Let me try. Let me see.
I feel like I sounded like I knew how to give you those directions. I need Remy's help. And hi, Carolyn Coops. I need Remy's help desperately. I don't think none of you could hear me, but I'm trying to replace plumbing pipes on my own, and it's not going well. I'll just say that it did, right? I feel it, right?
Oh, did that just work?
Did I give you the right directions?
Dude, you totally did.
I mean, I'm just tech savvy, and I knew exactly what I was doing. I feel like it was the confidence, Nanya. I confidently told you that, and so it worked.
Well, I need you to speak everything confidently. Like, Nanya will be a millionaire tomorrow in the lotto. Just speak that confidently, please. Thank you.
Feeling pretty proud of myself right about now. Now, if I could just only figure out my own audio issues, that would be
bravo,
great.
You did it. Hey, everybody.
Thanks, guys. So yeah, what I was saying, we were kind of just going through this new FOIA report. So what you don't know is there's a current narrative right now that Jesse and Wade have broken up, okay? But you know me, I don't go with established liars, what they say, even if I heard her say it, which I haven't heard her say it, but through this person to this person to this creator, this is coming out, and I can't take that for anything. Even if Jessie herself came out and said, hey, we're not together, I wouldn't trust her because she's already lied about so much in the past. But I was just sent this FOIA for this month, and it's his visitor log. So at least we could kind of see in black and white, well, what's her current status?
Did she go and see him? Yeah.
But he's not allowed any visitors anyway. Keep that in mind. He's not allowed any visitors until July. So But this was Kits. So this is the last one we had to go off of, which was from January. And in January, we see Jessie here, and this is a relationship girlfriend. Let me see. This showed her time in, time out. Inmate visitors, you see at the top, Wade Stephen Wilson. Active, okay. So these are the older ones. We see the approved, right? Right here you have Jessie, and she is approved, listed. And again, this was January 17th. But again, it shows at the top he has no visits allowed, right? And at this point, no visits allowed until June 4th, but that's changed. Okay. And then it shows these names all denied. And then Jeanette, at this point in time, was an approved visitor. And so was Madison. And so was Amanda M. Okay. Now let's take a look at the ones that Skater Girl just got for March. Visitor list. Okay. So as you can see, this one, we have March 17th, 2025. This was printed out. Wade Stephen Wilson.
Wow.
Now we have what?
He got another month and a half added on there. So
Oh,
in 2
yeah.
months. Jeez Louise.
Oh,
get it together.
Nunya. He has his tablet now taken away indefinitely.
Oh, wow. Good. But wow.
Mm-hmm. So
They ain't
he's
playing.
Oh, I'll show you the letter. Hold on. Before you even get in the emails, I'll show you the letters we got last night.
Is it the one you, yeah, I was here when you read the ones last night that he was very upset about.
He recreated the Joker, like literally Heath Ledger, Dark Knight, the Joker scene. Hi, Killers of the Sheets. Hello, everyone. So this is printed out the 17th, okay, yesterday. And it says no visit until July 19th. So it keeps getting pushed out. Tablet is indefinite. But here we have his mom, dad, who are still under approved. They were approved under Kits also. Whitney, Steve, info only. We have Rosemary, which is baby mama, denied. But interesting, we have Jessie to Hanukkah here. And she was removed inmate request.
Oh.
Same as Kelly. Kelly with a lie. Removed inmate by inmate request. Now, again, he's not allowed to have any visitors anyway. He has had no visitors. He's not allowed to have any visitors until July. So, and I know that like some people are going to be like, what? But the way I see it is, yes, I'm more likely to believe something like this, but if they're playing a long game here, pulling her off the visitor list doesn't mean shit when you can't get visitors. So if they really wanted it to be believable, they know everything is getting FOIA'd. Everything. I'm still not sold. I'm not sold. I'm more believing, okay, well, she was removed, but I struggle that Wade would, if it was Wade's decision, that he would cut off contact with someone who literally had control of his money. And Jessie had just sent that video to Jumpsuit in November saying, I'm going to stand by my man. And already the most horrific stuff had come out. So I just can't. I don't know what would result in them breaking up.
I think Vivian, German lady, as she calls her, excuse me. But I think Vivian was the breaking point for them.
But what about Vivian? Because she knew about Vivian from pretty much the beginning.
Well, that's because Vivian was just, I'm just getting her money, right? But then as the calls come out and the emails come out and all that stuff, it's like, oh no, this is more than that. And she'd
But
already
she
been played for
knew
a fool
that.
multiple times before that. I don't know. Maybe it's
Right.
possible, maybe it's not. I don't know.
No,
But
and I like having the conversation about it, but I'm like, she knew those Vivian Nasty calls were out when she sent that to Jumpsuit. And so she was still, honestly, the only thing I thought that could get to her is ceasing contact. You know, like basically the only way he can communicate with her is snail mail. And I knew that that was going to get to her long term, right? Like, this is my life. I can't visit him. I can't email him anymore. He doesn't have the freedom to call anymore. The only way you could communicate is handwritten letters. But I didn't expect that to get to her that quickly.
well, what's quickly to you though? I mean, she visited him October, everything was fine. November, she does the video and she's like, stand by my man. And then you got December, January, February, March. That's 4 months. I mean, the USPS is bad, but you think they're that bad? God.
She applied for marriage in October. Yeah, she sends Jumpsuit November. And granted, they do work on a very fast basis, but she lost her job. They effed with her family. And she, like, it was humiliating. They came out with all the emails, the calls, everything. And she was his power of attorney. I don't know what the current status is. She's a beneficiary on the Fundly. She is on the hook with Ufferman, his lawyer, for a year. It's her name. She was in so deep. I couldn't imagine walking away like that quickly, unless, like, if it came at the same time like the Vivian calls came out, I could understand that. But she doubled down and was like, no, that's my man.
Well, to be fair though, when she had electronic communication with him, right? He could constantly convince her. She had no real time to think about it. And she constantly like was able to be in contact. But maybe when it went to snail mail, it took a little bit more time, and having that time in between, maybe there's a lot more thought. I don't know. I think it's possible she could still be with them. I think it's possible she's not. The only thing I think that this actually proves is she's not going to see him at this point. Nobody's going to see him
Nobody
anyways,
is, right.
but she's definitely not going to be visiting him unless there's another application made. And maybe the denial of the marriage certificate, or maybe, she was sending some emails with some questionable things happening in them too. Maybe there's some trouble or heat coming her way and she's like, this is too much, I'm out.
Maybe. I mean, maybe. It's not like I'm 100% it's not possible. Absolutely, it's possible. It's just so hard when you're dealing with people who are established liars, scammers, you have to remember, she used different identities. She went to his ex-girlfriend's house and interviewed her under a whole nother identity. She used the Todd to reach out to him. She used other numbers to reach out. She's done so much. So it's hard for me to believe really anything. Is it once a year in Union, CB? Or, because I remember it's every 4 months in Lee County, but I don't know what it is for Union. See, that would be more interesting to me if it really is only once a year in Union. Okay, then that less likely I think he would pull her off unless he made a real impulsive decision.
I mean, again, which is likely. Solo Angel's comment was pretty funny.
He could only change this once a year in January. I don't know. Oh, you did see me? I didn't see that. Yeah, so as of currently, his visitation and confinement can end January. I'm sorry, not January, July 19th. But his tablet privileges are suspended indefinitely.
Hope said Kit had the February call logs and Jesse was not on it.
Right. Yep.
So something must have happened in December that we just aren't aware of yet.
Maybe. I mean, I'm open to it. It's just so hard because I don't want to fall for their shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't trust them.
Solo Mom said, "How are you struggling? How are you doubting this and you believe conspiracy theories?" I'm
I don't
paraphrasing what they said, but
I don't believe conspiracy theories. I believe in conspiracies, not theories. And I think that if anything, that should tell you, hey, I'm more open-minded, right? But I always go off of receipts, not right. Like if I want to talk to you about a conspiracy I believe in, I'll be able to spit the receipts and the facts out at you left and right. This, like I said, yeah, this I'm absolutely going to believe something like this more so than just,
they're
hey,
just the
someone reached
Instagram
out to a
post.
creator, yeah, and is
Yeah.
saying this, and I can't verify it.
Yeah,
But
this is a little bit more believable to me too. That's the
mhm,
only reason why it kind of makes me feel like, yeah, it is a possibility. And honestly,
yeah,
I get that the Vivian calls had come out before that. I don't know that they had, and I don't know because I didn't cover it. Like I didn't like stick around during that time. I wasn't introduced to it yet. That's what I'm saying. So even though the Vivian calls may have been out in October and November when she was making those videos, maybe some of the streaming or the popularity of those videos with Vivian became more popular and she couldn't ignore, what was out there right in front of her face.
right.
And so in December, she was like, listen, we've been denied for our marriage. I'm getting in trouble over here. I moved across the country. I can only talk to you once a month because by the time I mail you a letter, you respond and send it back. This is out of control. And now I don't even know who you're writing to. And honestly, he was able to email back and forth, but can he write that? Like, can he write that fast? We don't know.
Hmm. Well, and yes, it's removed at inmate request, but this right here, Jerry, is the one thing I can think of that would lead me to believe Jesse would willingly leave on her end, even though this is Wade's end. He removed her, okay? But is if she is aware in some way of potentially being in some trouble, because she is. We've been saying that for a long time. And I don't know what would have snapped her into it. I don't know if someone she trusts relayed to her, hey, like, yeah, you could be on the hook with this. I don't know. Thank you, Jerry. Maybe she's in legal trouble and she's been advised to quit talking to him because of that. Absolutely.
That's possible.
Absolutely. That would make sense.
I also think it'd be possible that she's under a different name in emails or letters or
Yes.
phone calls, or she got a new phone number because he's constantly telling them, like, just get this phone number through this app.
Yep.
And so she could have potentially have gotten a different phone number and been talking to him where people just don't recognize the phone number, or it doesn't actually trace back to a person when they're looking it up.
Mm-hmm.
And she could absolutely still be talking to him just under a different name or under. Now, the visitor's log, to me, like, you got to submit your ID for that. So I don't think that she's there under a different name, but I could see her starting a new phone number in one of those apps he talked about and talking to him still.
Right. And that's all I meant is, like, she's taken on other identities before and has communicated with him under aliases. But yeah, this is the visitor log. And if he could only change it once a year, that is definitely interesting to me. But it says removed by inmate request. So I don't know how Jesse and Wade's demise happened, if it did happen, but I wonder if Wade's not in his right state of mind. He's never really in his right state of mind. We know that he does, take mind altering drugs, like literally based on the incident reports. And so I'm curious if he made a very impulsive decision and they were fighting or something and he pulled her right off the list. Thank you, Jerry. Maybe she had to stop sending him money from the Fundly and that pissed him off, so he removed her. Well, if you guys remember, so just jumping back to, where was it? Where was it? Oh, it was in YouTube Sheets video. So YouTube, in their video, the letters said,
bro.
you know, what the F I tell you I need if I don't see $1,200 this month, and every month you're on the visit list. You're off the visit list and you won't hear from me ever. Stop acting dumb and do what I said, or don't, and get lost. So he did, if we're to believe this letter is legit, he did say, you got to give me $1,200 a month or you're off the visitors list. You've lost me, Jesse. We are no more. Do you know why? When I told you I need $1,200 from you, not effing Jeanette, every month, and I don't think you need it. Who the F are you to question me? Never again, Jesse. Never ever. I will put a woman on my list who will respect what I say. We are done. Revoking power of attorney form. You're off the visitor form. So now you and Jeanette can talk about that, because she's staying on and you're done. This isn't an episode of Friends. I told you, $1,200 a month. You, neither of them, I don't know. I say one thing, that's it. Now we're done. I'm effing annoyed and past tired of you and your BS. So maybe you could see Amanda's still approved, but also Madison here, who was approved, is removed by inmate request. But Jeanette is removed per suspension because Jeanette did illegal things, got caught, and so she was removed per the suspension. Okay. That's what I thought. I was like, when did Wade watch Friends? We were on a break. But that kind of gives insight into, was Jesse saying that they were on a break? But it seems like it seems like Wade ended it with Jesse, if anything. Then we have an Angelica approved. And then, Lisa denied, Jennifer denied. So she's off currently. That's all we do know. So maybe he did break up with her, but I don't know. And you guys know how I feel about this. I don't think we should be providing a soft cushion for her to land on, especially if she didn't leave willingly. I'm not sure, Sandra. No, Jeanette's the one who was supplying most of the money and paid Offerman that large chunk. And she's the one who got in trouble with the incident reports at Union by sending cash apps to the other inmates for drugs for Wade. Yeah, it says that Wade is only able to make amendments to his visitors list once a year next January. Yeah, interesting.
I think you need a little bit more to come out before you would, for me, I would need a little bit more to come out before I said, oh yeah, they definitely broke up. But I think that they're, the receipts that are being shown or said are like, they're headed that way, potentially.
Yeah, I feel more confident seeing this to just simply believe there's a possibility than I did yesterday.
Yeah.
But okay, I guess.
And honestly, let's be real. Even if she's gone, somebody else has replaced her.
Yeah.
So it's not like their fight is over or anything like that. It just means she just was kicked to the curb and somebody else is here to take her place. So
The only thing that interests me, Nanya, is, like I said, I don't know if she currently has POA status. There was rumors that she didn't any longer, but at least at one point she had the POA status. So there's a possibility. She's on the hook with Ufferman. She signed those contracts. It is on her to make like $6,000 a month payments for a year. And then she's the beneficiary for that funneling. That's almost $100,000. That's a lot of responsibility. So you can't just kind of walk away. You're on the hook.
but maybe that money got passed off to somebody else. I mean, we don't know. Does it, like, is the beneficiary public information? Like, how do we know that she was the beneficiary? How do you know that?
I think there was paperwork filed, but then his dad came out and said Jesse is no longer the POA. So I don't really know.
Time will tell.
And you hear them talk about everything. And yeah, he got the paperwork. He was requesting the paperwork. They talk about it on the calls. I don't even remember all the specifics. So much has gone down. But then, okay. Whew. Since we've last been on, there is a new batch of these emails. But these are, look at this. These are 2019.
Oh, oh God, we got to go all the way back to the start. Oh,
I
Lord.
know. I was kind of disappointed because I'm like, oh man, you can't kind of just leave us hanging mid limbo with chaos with all these girls.
Yeah.
And not know how it ends and go all the way back to Kiosk Kristen days.
Yay.
Which
I do wonder, though. The one thing I do wonder is, I wonder if these emails were like practice for those future ones. So that what we've seen in the future ones was just definitely him hanging on to the money people and like making all these promises. So I wonder if that's a pattern, or like, did he practice on the early people to get good at manipulating the later people potentially? So I am curious about the way he was writing at this time.
I am curious to see like the evolution of like how he was when he was first in Lee County, at least at this point, because he was in Lee County before. He was in and out of jail most of his life. But how he evolved in the form of at least communicating back then compared to when the more recent stuff that we were reading. Oh, does he? See, I am interested in that. So I think we get the start of Kiosk Kristen from what I've heard. I don't know. I don't peek. So you ready to start this?
Let's go. Sorry, I was a little bit quiet earlier. I had to order dinner because I just got here. So.
Oh, no, you're fine. Oh, wow. I know someone who recently prosecuted for misusing part of a GoFundMe. She was prosecuted for theft. Oh, yeah. Like, I think it does, even if Jesse leaves, I really think she screwed herself, and FAYO ain't messing around. And there's a good chance, I think, that she's facing charges. I don't know necessarily which part, but we knew that they were onto them the moment they invoked that Son of Sam revocation. You know, like, I knew that they weren't going to let this continue. Oh, did he, Medusa?
All wonderful things come to an end. Yeah. And honestly, I mean, again, somebody said it in the chat. Sorry, I forgot who it was. But, like, could you imagine being dumped by Wade Wilson?
Yeah.
Like, you moved across, you moved 2-3 states away for him, you got fired from your job, so you lost your job. Like, you did everything for him. Not even to mention, just a little murder and victims and all that kind of stuff. But you did all of that, hey, Justin, just to be dumped by him.
Yeah, her family got dragged through the mud. They thought her
Yeah.
sister was Ari. Her sister's an RN. You know the internet did what the internet does, and they contacted and they flipped out. So
Mm.
she put her family through hell too. Either very much. Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't read, not saying that you guys would. I'm just saying I don't support her new job really not my business. I like I said yesterday,
I don't think it's
I
anybody's business.
yeah, honestly, it makes me happier to know she's contributing to society and working versus just, sitting around with Wade all the time and scamming. And
Yeah.
so wish her the best with it. Like I no hate towards getting that new job. I just hope she's doing the right thing. Simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah, Tess, I agree. So much collateral damage.
Yeah.
But honestly, the only person responsible for that is her. She made that choice. She chose to, like, oh, I'm going to go balls to the walls for this guy. Like, that's my man. And
Hmm.
she stuck by it. So now, some of those consequences that she'll have to face and some of the damage that's been done, probably I would assume, in her family relationship has, like she now has to face the consequence of that. So it sucks, but it is what it is.
Hmm. And thank you, Tara, for the gifted membership. All right. So we are, I think this is Kiosk Kristen. Damn. Okay. Because we're starting out strong with a who are you? On
Oh, wow. Email number 1 is
yeah.
Kristen. Okay.
And it's Wade to Kristen, October 14th, 2019. So he has not been in Lee County long. And it's a who are you subject line. Wade says to Kristen, I noticed a request from your name and I did add you, but I'm not sure who you are. We got the next one.
Oh, wow. That's different. Melissa. I love you is the subject line. So
Oh,
much Mila. Please forgive me in your heart one day, baby.
this
I
is
don't.
Mila.
Oh, that's Mila.
I didn't realize she spelled it Melissa.
Look at her public is Mila, Mila, Mila.
Oh no. Oh no, I didn't notice
Like
that.
Wilson, Wilson, Wilson. Okay.
Oh, come on, Mila. See,
Yeah.
Mila's a victim, like I personally think she's an unlikable victim, but she's still a victim
Yeah.
nonetheless. But that's my issue with her is I don't agree with the things that she's done after she found out, but that's just me and that's my opinion, but she's still a victim. Um
Oh, I see what I actually just made sense of this email is way to Mila. And it says, I love you so much, Mila.
mhm,
Please forgive me in your heart one day, baby. No. Mm-mm.
yeah.
Just move on and live your life. Be happy. Find healing.
Okay, so that one's
Oh,
crossed
more.
out. So it's Wade again who says baby to Mila.
Mila.
And this is pending. My love, you know just how deeply that I love you. It seems now that my life is going to be so different than what I planned or what the two of us had for each other. And I'm so sorry. Please, on day in your heart of hearts, begin to forgive me. I still now and will forever always love you more than this world itself. Yeah, that didn't really hold long, did it? Okay, so when there's okay.
Interesting.
So this is Kristen with a sorry.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Wade. We don't know one another at all. I just seen your case on the news, of course, and I seen your pictures, and I just can't see you doing these things. Hold on. Can't see you doing these things they are trying to pin on you. At first, my son sent you pictures. Hold on. Sorry, son seen your picture and he said, Mom, is that Brian? Which is my ex. That's when I looked and I started laughing because you look just like him, which is funny. He is locked up right now. So, what I am trying to say is that I am sorry you're going through this crap. And I just thought you were really cute. LOL. I'm so lame. LOL. But, anyways, I was just locked up, got out September 4th, and believe me, I know for sure It's nice to hear and see see a new face, yeah, see a new face or get a nice email from time to time. But again, I'm sorry. I just requested you like that. But anyways, like I said, I'm here for you. If you need a friend outside of this crazy stuff you're going through, and by trying to, and the way I don't know, and by the way, oh, hold on, my phone's doing something. Okay. By the way, I don't know you at all. I just can't see you doing these things they're trying to say you did. But anyways, nice to meet you. My name is Kristen. You can write me back. That's if you want. I have minutes on my phone, and that's it. That's if you want to talk. Redacted. Keep your head up. Stay positive there. And there are what? This gal. Keep your head up. Stay positive. There are and will be better days ahead. I promise. Okay, that makes more sense.
Did you see the way she wrote through? You're gong through. THREW.
Yeah, just
Plus,
throw it all away.
yeah. And thank you, Mallory, for 3 months. Oh, I love being here with y'all. A shock. Thank you. And thank you, Marmy, for a year. So I always find myself asking this whenever I see the girls say this, like, I could see it. I know you're not guilty of what they're accusing. I could just see it in your face. What do they see? Like, what about Wade? Even if I never heard him say a word or any of these calls or emails, like, he does not strike me as someone who's innocent if I was judging by looks, which isn't good. You shouldn't do that. But like, even his demeanor, his smug attitude and smirks without speaking, what energy are you picking up that leads to innocence?
I don't think that they're using their potential 2020 vision. I think that they're using a different set of eyes that may be in the nether regions instead. And so I don't think that they're actually looking with the eyeballs on their face. Either that or their pickers are completely broken and demolished.
Thank you, MK. Welcome to our new members. Thank you so much.
Thanks, MK.
It's the lack of grammar for me too. I don't know why all of them struggle very much with grammar. Yeah, the picker's broken. C. Carter agrees. Make sure that you're opted in.
You know who didn't ever struggle with grammar? Robin never did.
Yeah.
She never messed up in her emails. And there was the girl, we don't mention her name, but she sent videos singing.
Yeah.
She never messed up, and she wrote a lot.
She
didn't mess up in her emails either, just saying.
I anticipated for her to like over message me, oh great, she found me, I respond. But no, she's been respectful. Go figure. She's been respectful and she hadn't messaged me again or bothered me or anything like that, which,
that's awesome.
I know it doesn't mean much, but I do respect some self-control, even though those emails can imply, like lack of. But no, I was like, all right, that's cool, and part of me likes someone who can laugh at themselves, she didn't seem to take her. She's like, I like you.
Yeah. I like
that was pretty brutal, but I like that you can laugh at that too. Even though you shouldn't laugh at the shit she said. It was over the line, but
Poor Linda, you're right too. Andrea didn't either.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Wade responds to Kristen and he says, wow. And I don't do it like Jones, and I'm sorry. Wow. Thank you. That does mean a lot. I'm in a bad spot, as you can see, and I definitely will take you up on that offer. I'm not so sure about everything going on right now. I definitely need some help. As in money. So Wade to Kristen. I'm not sure, Jennifer, Skater Girl or CB. If she does have a channel, please let me know so I could drop it.
Call you soon. Can we put credits on here to talk? Also, send me a picture of you so I know who I'm talking to also. LOL. Okay, that's a typical. Who are you? Okay, great. Send pics.
He did. I thought that was kind of gonna evolve once so many girls started reaching out. No, he said it from the beginning. So Wade to Mila, put credits on here. Love you. Wade to Steve, his bio dad. That's bio dad Steve. And thank you, Julia, for 10 months. Wow, 10 months with this wonderful community. Thank you. Thank you, Julie.
Oh, Dad, we can talk and text on here. It's easy and quick. Love you.
Yeah, the same dad they desecrate now.
Mm-hmm.
Steve says, yeah, I need you to call me. Every time you call and I try to accept the call, it disconnects. It is really important that I talk to you on the phone. Call me tonight if you can and keep calling until I'm able to get the damn call to accept. It's really important.
Call you in a minute, Dad. I'm about to get the phone back.
So Kristen says, hey, you. I'm so sorry I missed your call. I sent you a picture too just now. Try to call me back before lockdown. Hey, listen, you should really stop talking on the phones about your case if you are. I'm just saying, for your own sake, it's better that way. Try to call me back. Yeah, this is when he was doing like the calls with Mila and his dad, and he is admitting multiple times to the crimes. This is his adoptive mom, Candy.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Love. Wade, your dad and I love you always. Love, Mama. That's sad.
It is. So Wade says to his adoptive mom, I love you too, Mama. It's so good to hear you say that to me. I really needed it right now. If you want to, Mama, you can add credits on here for us both that we can talk. I believe it's a bit cheaper than the phone. I really need you now. I love you and Dad so much. It's sad, Nanya, but at the same time, they have destroyed really bio parents, but I've heard some horrible rumors about adoptive parents too. And they always look for something to blame, which I really think is unfair. But he doesn't, as far as I know, when we heard one call not that long ago, it was with the Ari, when he called his parents about Ari, he's getting out, he's coming home. That was the first time he had spoken to his mom on the phone in like that entire time. And that's because he can't face her, but he called for this bullshit reason. I'm getting out. The Innocence Project is taking on my case. I'll be home soon. And thank you so much, Mallory. Welcome to all the new members. But it's, as far as I know, he doesn't actively talk to them like that. I can be wrong, but it's just sad because all of these girls, if you genuinely cared about him, you wouldn't be pushing crazy conspiracies with the people who actually love him. Because at the end of the day, years down the line, even though they've been dragged through the dirt, the ones who are going to be there are his parents, bio and adoptive, like all of his parents. And I just don't like the way that they speak about them.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, I couldn't even imagine being these parents and having to sit through court thinking that, like, oh, my precious angel, he would never. And then listening to all the facts and seeing all the evidence and being like, well, damn, he did,
What? Hop to it says that was the first time he'd spoken to his mom in 7 years. I don't know that to be true, and I'm not saying you're incorrect versus I didn't know that. I can't confirm that, but that's crazy if that is true. Wow.
Well, I do feel like with the amount of violence that he has had, and when you've heard, like, I know Ali has gone over some of the history and some of the other cases and stuff that he had gone through before this or was going through right before this had happened. When you hear that stuff, I can't help but think this doesn't sound like this just developed yesterday. And so I do wonder, like, if there were red flags or signs long ago that maybe were ignored, and I'm not blaming anybody. Like, only he is responsible for his own
Mm-hmm.
actions. But I do wonder if, like, maybe there are some signs that were ignored early on, because when you love your kid, sometimes, it's that confirmation bias, like, not my baby, so
Mm-hmm. No, you're
I
right. And we
wonder if
talk
some of
about
that
it
was going on
often.
before. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's good, not placing blame on anyone, but if we can become more familiar with these red flags, uh, anyone who may be experiencing maybe a relationship in their life where those red flags are exhibited, like we could be more aware of it and take them seriously. Absolutely.
It's been a while since we watched the trial. Did they testify at the trial at all?
I know what's it called? Biodad did. I
But
don't
not the
think
adoptive
adopt.
parents?
I don't believe so, no.
Oh, wow. And if what the person that just said that that they may have possibly have been estranged for all those years, if that's the case, then maybe, even before all of this went down, they may have had, maybe they've seen his drug use, or maybe they've seen something going on, and they were like, listen, son, like, you need to get help, and when you're ready, we're here for you.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I'm not like, we don't want to go through this roller coaster that is you. Let us know when you're ready to get help, and we'll help you. That
Yeah,
tough love.
mhm. They wrote letters, but they did not attend trial. Wow. Yeah, that's what we were told. He was in and out of jail, like I think it was 20 times in 10 years. Um and he would kind of only call or reach out when he needed something. It's sad. Um
I also feel like, in that email before this,
mhm.
he says something along the lines of like, wow, mom, like, I really needed to hear that.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, oh, even if you needed to hear it, maybe you didn't deserve to hear it. Like, she deserves better. But
Yeah.
it is unfortunate that they would catch any flack when the actions are not theirs to be had. But I guess when you're not even holding him accountable for his actions, that makes perfect sense. Tracks.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And yeah, you're right. CB, the FOIA does show that Candy did visit Wade in prison in 2013. So at least we know there was communication at that point. Yeah, hope. All right. So this is Wade responding to Biodad, which is you.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
Just letting you know that the day to order is on Sunday. Didn't want to bother you too much about it last night, though. Send me a picture on here sometime or something. Trying to find shit to occupy my mind and time. Probably start working out again when I get some food. Thanks, Dad, and love you. Call you later. Just letting you
Hmm.
know that the day to order is on Sunday.
You know what
What are
that
they
means.
ordering?
Canteen. The
Oh.
day that I could order additional food and all that
Oh,
stuff
so send me
so
money.
dad. And in the earlier calls, his dad said I could do, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I think he said maybe like $50 or $75 a week or something, which is very
Mm.
generous, like, and his dad knew he was going to be in there for most likely life. But he blew up real quick and got an unlimited amount of money and didn't need
Wow.
Biodad anymore. And thank you so much, Natasha. That's very kind of you. Welcome, new members. Please make sure you thank Natasha if you were lucky enough to get a membership. Yeah, food money. Food money. Very sweet. Thank you, guys. It's actually very interesting to see these original emails, but it's sad at the same time. So Wade responds to Kristen and he says, "What up? I keep wanting to write you more on here, but they got me behind a steel door in confinement. Already?" He was okay. "And I have to reach out and try to use this machine, but can only reach it with one hand. LOL. By the way, you are cute as fuck, too. I saw that picture you sent and I loved it. We can for sure talk. And thank you for reaching out to me. It means a lot. You're right about me talking on the phone. But between me and you, I knew what was up and what I was doing and saying on it. The media takes everything and spins it to make it sound so good. What have you been up to, though, today? I should get the phone around 1 and again tonight. Oh, Nanya, I have to show you real quick. Hold on. Remember 140 in a second, okay? But I have to show you this.
Oh, I have to find my charger, or else we won't be hanging out too long.
No, get that charger. Well, I find the perfect. I want to show you because you're going to be.
It's just a meme.
No, it's not a meme. No memes.
Oh.
We really haven't done memes in a long time.
I was going to say the memes kind of creep me out at times. So some of them.
We haven't done them in a long time, actually. But I wanted to show you. I'm halfway impressed, and I wanted to show you this.
Oh.
We stumbled upon this yesterday. If I can find it quick enough.
Uh-oh.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Do you hear my fingers go? All right, that sounds weird. But like, do you hear like I'm yeah, that sounded weird. I instantly regretted it.
Scrolling? Is that what?
Yes, I meant scrolling, but like I said, going and yeah.
No, I don't hear you scrolling at all.
Oh, all right.
But
well,
that's fine. What in the world?
Thank you, Hope. Wait, it sucks. That's all. Thank you. Yes.
That was that his St. Patrick's Day? He's like digging for gold?
Yeah. Pulling out that corned beef. He is deep in there, ain't he?
Yeah, he is. Like half his pinky is in there. Gosh, yeah. I hope it didn't get lost.
I know. I love it. He's so nasty.
That's terrible.
I know.
He is, but that's their man.
That's their man.
For their man.
Okay.
Mallory. Michelle. Or no, wait. Who said that? Mallory. She said he ate it afterwards.
Oh,
100%.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nanya's wanting the memes now. No, they do freak her out.
I am not. They creep me out. Absolutely not, Julie. That's why I tend to stay quiet through most of them. Some of them I think are funny, but then some of them I'm like, oh God, oh okay. I got a sensitive heart.
We may have gone a little too far at times, but we had some good runs.
No judgment.
Good runs. Okay, so this is Wade to Mila.
What happened? You didn't put money on or credits on here. Love you. And actually, since it shows pending COD, doesn't that mean she never is pending cash? Like she has to pay on it. So she must have never started responding anymore.
Yeah. So
she's going to figure it out sooner or later.
Yep. And thank you, Carolyn Coops. You guys are very, very generous. Thank you so much. Welcome, new members. Please make sure to thank Carolyn Coops.
Thanks, Carolyn Coops.
Carolyn Hoops. So this is Wade to Whitney.
That's too close to poop and scoops.
Love. I will always love you, Whit. Wanted to let you know. Who's Whitney? I'm not sure. I know the Union Whitney, but I don't know if that's the same Whitney. And thank you, Psycho. Her name's Psycho Cunt. Thank you, Psycho Cunt. Please make sure you thank Cunt if you got.
My God.
If you got a membership. Thank you so much and welcome.
Thanks, Cunt. Oh.
Thanks, Coops and Cunt. You guys are the best. Oh, is it his sister? Yeah, you're right. It might. Yep, it might be his sister. Oh man, this is depressing going back to 2019. Okay. So this is Whitney, but the officer flagged it for finding weed in the message. But go ahead. You could read. This is let me see if I could keep it in the frame, but as big as I could get it. There you go.
I love you forever and always, Wade. You will always be my little brother, no matter what. I added plenty of credits so we can talk if you want. I'd really like that. I miss you so much. I'm currently laying on a hotel bed, playing with Redacted. Uh-oh, am I back?
You booted me. You booted Nanya.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Who's calling? What is happening right now?
Butthole. Hi, Dee.
Oh, doggone it, you buttholes. Okay. I'm currently laying on the bed playing with playing with Redacted. We were relocated here until mid-November because we found mold in our house.
Oh.
Redacted. He is doing great though. Growing like a weed and such a happy boy. I don't work anymore, so I can stay home and take care of him. It's not as fun as it sounds, but I love the time I get with him. He has blonde hair and blue eyes. I think I could send a picture of here of us if you'd like. He just turned 4 months on the 11th. Redacted re-enlisted for another 4 years in the arm. Redacted. He is now a CID agent. They investigate only the super bad crimes in the Army. He doesn't like it. We move in March so he can go to more training for it. Then in July, we go to a new base. We don't know where they are sending us yet. After a few years, Redacted plans on becoming a officer of social work for the Army, better hours and such, haha. Anyways, I'd love to hear from you more. We can talk about whatever you want. I hope you're hanging in there. Be careful who you call on the phone. Your ex had news cameras there the other day and recorded some of y'all's conversation. Please know, no matter what, even if we don't agree or like what you do, we are your family. I'm here for you, Wade. I pray for you all the time. Hope to hear from you soon, Whitney. Oh, wow.
So, hi, Deets.
Hello.
Hello. I just want to let you know that I helped Nanya's audio issues.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I couldn't get my AirPods to connect when I come in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, hit the 3 buttons and see if you can switch your audio over. And I was like, can you? Let me go see. And I did it and it worked. So she's completely proud of herself that she had the right answer for a tech issue.
I'm pretty much about to go work for Apple. Like, I'm at that level.
We've been looking for you.
Honestly, at this point, they're absolutely going to be, recruiting you.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on that list. I'm going to be part of the Geek Squad for sure. I just need Remy to help me put my pipe together for the plumbing. So I'm going to hit you up after, Remy. But you got this, WVR. Every day, every day is too much. Every hour, if every hour is too much, every minute. That's what I would say. Take it moment by moment. You got it. These are pretty depressing so far, Deets.
They've been what?
They've been pretty depressing so far. I'll be honest, because we're back in 2019 OG emails, like right after he was charged. And so a lot of it's his family, which we haven't seen, really him communicating with adoptive parents before and stuff. And it's been sad.
Yeah, that is tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first emails after.
For the family, not tough for him, but yeah, tough for the family.
Mm-hmm. So this is Wade when he responds to Whitney, his
You know what I was going to point out? So is she still on the approved list we looked at earlier? Or is she one of the info only people? I was curious because I wondered if I get she loves him and like he'll always be her brother, right? But I wonder if with her brother doing like the worst crimes in the army, or with her husband doing the worst crimes in the army investigations, I wonder after seeing the evidence if he was just like, honey, like we got to be realistic here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
info
says she's
only.
info
Okay.
only. And
Okay. Yeah.
they were originally on his list because he was in prison before. So I don't think he necessarily like went out of his way and put them on. Not saying he wouldn't have, but they were already in the system from his previous time in prison. So
Okay.
I don't know. Okay. Can you hear my fingers this time?
Yeah, Carol and Cooper, I agree. Yes, I can. What does info only mean?
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's like they can call and check on him, right? And he's allowed them to get information. That's what I thought when I read it.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. If it's a visitors list, info only, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But okay, so this is Wade to Whitney. He's responding to Whit. Beats, if you want to read.
Oh, I can't read Wade. He's a deep voice. I'll just read it like normal.
Yeah.
Hey, Wit, it was so good to get to read a message from you. It literally has been a long time since we've talked at all, and I can say that I missed you so much. Mom told me about your son when we talked a little while ago, but I know he still is such a blessing for you and some other dude. I believe you have to send me credits from your stash so I can respond. As of now, I only have 1 credit to reply to your message, so blank is going to do another 4 years. This is crazy, but I understand it helps with something. Your house got mold? Gee, that sucks. Wonder how long it had already been there while you guys were living there. I love you so much. Listen, I will write you more tomorrow because right now I can barely reach out. Through my door with is that the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Through my door with 1 hand to reach the keyboard. Tomorrow I get out of the room and can actually type as much as I want to you. But please send me pictures if you want. I would love to see them and be a part of your life. Love you, Wit. Have such a good day and give your little boy my love.
Mm-hmm. Was she mentioning his little? Okay, wait. No. Okay. So Whitney's his sister. It's just, I don't know, man. It's depressing. Yeah, Whitney's his sister.
Why?
I'm depressed for them, you know, because like I said, there's been so many nasty rumors that have gone around recently about them, and then bio dad and mom, it's just it sucks because you don't really feel as much sympathy for the perpetrator's family, but they're victims in this too in a different sense, you know, and it 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 just sucks.
Okay.
So Wade says to Mila, "You're so fine. Send me more pics. I'll call you later tonight." Ugh. Wade to Wendy. I don't think that this is the mitigation specialist, Wendy. Yeah, no,
I
because
think they said that's the other sister.
oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. Other sister Wendy, Nanya.
Oh, that took a fast turn. Oh, I thought you were getting ready to read it. Hey, Wendy, wanted to let you know that I love you so much. Really hope that you do right to me.
And thank you for the $31.08. 2112. Melissa, thanks for everything. Show rocks as usual. Tess gorged. Huh? What's
Maybe Tesco Red?
oh I'm so sorry. Tesco red. What's go red?
Hair?
Oh, okay. That makes more sense than gorged.
I'm gonna need
Jesus.
you to step it up if you're gonna take over Elon Musk's job, MJ, or whoever it was. I'm really gonna need you to get your shit together, ma'am. Steve Jobs, MJ is not.
Listen, maybe it was gorged. Who knows? We don't know. And thank you, 2112. Oh, okay, go red. Yes, yes, the hair. Of course. That's not embarrassing at all. Oh man.
Tess, did you gorge? I mean,
Did you gorge?
and if you did, what'd you gorge on? Because we're kind of nosy like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Michelle. So this is Whitney, which I feel bad. They're long. You don't have to read them if you're not up to it, please. But this is from Whitney to Wade. So I guess she does answer him.
Hey Wade, how are you holding up? Living in this single hotel room is hard with oh my fuck, this is sad. With someone, myself, with a baby and a dog. He stays up late, so I'm up late, and then getting up with the baby at night to nurse. So I'm exhausted. It's true that once you have a baby, you're always tired. The weather has got nasty again already. The summers here are gorgeous, cool, and dry, but they only last like 2 months. The rest of the year is freezing and raining. It's already not getting above 60 during the day. Not fun for this Florida family. We are so ready to find out where we are going next. They tend to be nicer bases, so that's good. So you get a different cell soon? Is that a good change? I'm glad you have access to this email thing. I'll do my best to write every day if I can. I don't have an exciting life, so they may be pretty boring letters. I'll also send credits every time I write so you can write back. I think Wendy wanted to reach out to you too. Do you know if anyone can access the photos besides you? Mom is worried the media might get access to any pics we send on here and put them on TV or online. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
We all miss you so much. Okay, well, it's just after midnight here, so I should hit the hay. I love you and will continue to pray for you. Love, Whit.
Mom was smart.
Yeah, she was.
Mom was much smarter than the rest of these girls.
Smarter than the Wade wives, that's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Sprinkled Dognut. 3 more than 4. Love you all. Thank you.
See, Tess did gorge. She gorged on Dairy Queen cake. Jelly.
I don't even really, it's fine.
Have you ever had Dairy Queen cake, though? Seriously.
No. I've had one Dairy Queen experience. My followers know what it was, and I'll never return.
Okay, well, let me just explain to you.
Is it like an ice cream cake?
It's an ice cream cake, which is whatever. It's ice cream.
Oh, okay.
The best part of the Dairy Queen cake is in between the ice cream layers is this like caramel sauce and little crunchy bits that are amazing. It's the best part of the whole freaking thing. Like, I could just eat it.
I watch this ice cream dude on YouTube, and I've seen him make Dairy Queen cakes, if that counts, but he does all of these special things with his scoopers and flip them and you know what I mean? So I've seen an ice cream cake at Dairy Queen being made. I don't know. That doesn't
the
count.
fudge crumbs are the best.
They're the little crunchies, like the cookie crunchies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so good.
Yum. That chocolate middle layer is fire.
And this is why I married the best man ever. He hates that part. I don't like the rest of the cake. It's like a match made in heaven. I eat the fudge and cookie crumbs. He eats all the ice cream.
Yum. Yeah, the Oreo crumbles. So Wendy responds to Wade and says, Wade, I want you to know that I love you very, very, very much. You are and will always be my little brother. I think about you and I pray for you all the time. Wendy. Okay, and then this is Wendy again. Nanya.
Wade, I'll write to you as much as I can, but it's so important to me that you know and believe I love you very much. I am working a lot, about 20 days a month right now, and I'm always driving the kids to and from their extra activities. So much of so much of my so most of my free time is spent trying to get some sleep, but I will send you messages as often as I can. I sent you some credits so you can write to me or Wit or mom and dad. We all love you so much. Please don't ever forget that. I know sometimes you may not feel it, but it is always true. We are your family and we love you. Oh, even more important than that, God loves you. He knows your inner thoughts in your heart and forgives any transgression if you ask. The love of Jesus and his grace is all powerful. You just have to ask. Be careful who you talk to and especially what you say. It's the best if you don't discuss anything with anyone but your lawyer. Hold on, my phone's okay. The media has been brutal, and anyone who wants 15 minutes of fame has been interviewed on cameras or for articles. No one in our family has or will speak to the media. I want you to know that. We don't want or need to know anything. We love you, and Jesus loves you, and that's all that matters. I wish I could hug you now so you could feel how much I love you. Your comment. You are in my heart always, Wendy. It is pretty sad because they really do genuinely seem to
Yeah.
care so much for him, and that's showing through. And this had to be really heartbreaking for them to learn what they learned.
And then what do you think about now, like kind of all like not only having to accept at this point like the situation that they were in and realizing what he had done, but now that it's like up, he's proclaiming his innocence and he has all of these women around the world like screaming from the rooftops, taking money at like what do you think they're more disappointed in the lack of accountability?
I don't know. It would really depend on if they're even interacting with them at this point.
Yeah, I don't think they are, but you know that they would know. From Kristen. Okay. This is Kiosk Kristen Deeds.
I haven't got down to put money on the phone. I'm sorry. What have you been up to? I missed your voice already. You seem so nice. Anyway, I hope you write back to me. At least I'm going to send you another picture of me. Well, you better write back soon. I want to hear from you. I didn't do it near as annoying as Kristen. She's annoying.
Yeah, you'd have to smoke like a pack of Newports
I
while
know.
reading it. Wade says to Kristen, "My baby, what's up? It's like you read my mind. I miss your sweet, sexy voice already so much too. You had me feeling a lot of different emotions when we were talking. I missed you so much last night, but at least you know that I tried to call. I need to hear your voice too, baby. Not so much going on with me right now, to be real. Lots of reading and being starved and hungry as fuck. They feed us bullshit trays that even a preschooler would look at and be mad about. I usually be spending most of my time working out, but instead I'm just trying not to lose weight. I have a picture pending that I hope is from you. Probably will be able to see it tomorrow. That gives me one more thing to look forward to. When will your phone be back on? Write me back because we don't get the phone tonight, but we'll have this machine till like 11.
So that shows me he definitely just escalated quickly with Kristen. So that's
Yeah.
definitely a pattern he does.
Yep. They always do. They go so fast. But it wasn't surprising to me necessarily when it was just one girl reaching out, but when it became every girl, it's too much. Hi, Jamie. Okay, so this is Wade to Wendy, but after you read the first line, like I jumped down.
Was this me?
Yeah.
Hey, Wendy. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to write to me. It means the absolute world to me. The moment that I saw that you requested me on here, it made my heart so very glad. You have no idea, Wendy. At this time, with the current situation, having my family by my side means everything. I've been doing a lot of reading, trying to stimulate my mind and keep it off of what is going on. The media says so many things, but I'm not worried over it being that it is not accurate. You are right, though, and thank you for reminding me. Only speak to my lawyer. Is there any way possible, Wendy, that maybe you and Whit could put money on my canteen? I
Ugh.
just need to buy hygiene essentials and clothing. I won't ask you again. I just don't feel okay asking Mom. She's already done so much for me. The website is connect the website.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell Whitney she can send me pictures. The media can't see what we do on this. Only me. Love you.
What?
Oh, if only he knew.
Well, like, and if you don't know for sure, dude, don't like protect your family. They don't want to be out there. And thank you, Just Buddy, for 2 months and Jamie for 2 months. Yay, the gang's back. But like, I don't know, man. He doesn't care. He just doesn't care. This is Wade to adoptive mom Candy. Deeds.
Love you so much.
Does he?
Mm.
Kristen.
Maybe a part of him did.
Do you think he's capable of love?
I would say that everybody's capable of some type of love. Is it what we would think of as love? Probably not.
Yeah.
It's probably all he knows.
Yeah. What happened?
I zoomed in to read and I couldn't zoom out to mute myself. It's the downside of being on a phone. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So Kristen. Well, I probably won't have my phone with money on it till like sometime next week, which sucks. I'm broke, lol. I had different emotions as well yesterday after talking to you. You definitely put a smile on my face talking to you yesterday. Just getting a letter from you makes me smile. Oh my God, this is crazy. The way you make me feel, lol. Hey, listen, if you ever want to write to me, please do. And my birthday is just in case you want me to visit you. Well, right back to hinges. Hugs and kisses. Huh? Right back to hinges.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
And this is from Mom Candy Nanya. Oh. So
Hi, Wade. Our weather here is nice and sunny. We had such a warm, hot summer and beginning of fall. I'm sure by now the leaves have changed up north and may be falling. Our dog loves the cooler weather. He sits on the porch as long as we let him. He now is about 75 pounds and still growing. He knows a lot of commands and is well behaved as long as we are with him. Dad is semi-retired. That leaves him time for golf and motorcycles. He is officiating some, and that leaves him time for the kiddos. There is always stuff to do around the house, of course. As for me, I'm completely retired. I help your sisters around the house and spend time with the grands. We got to spend time with our newest grandson. That was fun. I'm still cooking a lot, although it's not as much fun cooking for two. I have our Halloween decor up, and soon we'll put up my Christmas decor. I have to go. Please don't ask for money for your canteen. I told everyone no money is to be sent.
Oh.
I love you so much. Ooh, yikes.
Yeah.
Mama.
I'm proud of her.
Much,
good.
Mama.
Good. She is, which tells me that Wendy or Whitney, whichever one he asked that to, immediately said, he asked me to put money on. No.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is no from the get-go. Wade to Whitney, his sister.
Good morning, Whitney. As for me, I'm holding up to the best of my ability. Right now, I'm being housed in a single-man cell on 23-hour lockdown. Hope that in time, I work my way down to being able to be housed with everyone else in an open bay dorm. Due to being labeled high profile, now I am being housed by myself. Don't worry about your letters to me being boring. I should be the one saying that to you about mine. I don't do much at all. Sleep, eat, repeat on a daily basis. Pretty monotonous stuff, to be honest. That's crazy that you guys are actually living in a hotel. Is it nice, and does the army pay for it? How's your son doing today? By the way, you can send me pictures on here. Only I can see what is on here, and the media has no access to what is on here or what comes or is in the jail. Love you. Oof. That's a big misconception.
Yeah. I don't know why he would say that if he wasn't certain, though. Wade to his mom says, when you put your decorations on the house up, will you send me pictures? The media cannot and has no access to what AI on here or what comes to or is in the jail. Okay. Sorry for asking for a canteen, but I need to buy toothpaste, deodorant, boxers, etc. These are things they do not give to me. But anyways, I'm doing okay and trying to keep my head up at all times. Easier said than done at moments. How is your morning going so far, Mama? I'm glad to hear that you're fully retired, but you still do so much, as you tell me, with all the grandkids. That is your full-time work anyways. I spoke with 2 lawyers a day or so ago, which was great that they came to speak with me. Not much else going on right now, Mama. I love you so much. Can't wait to hear back from you. These are really just depressing me, I'll be honest.
Yeah, they are. You know what I'm thinking, though? I wonder if what he thought by media is like the news station can't just see this instead of realizing that, like, it can be FOIA'd by anybody.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering. Or that's what it seems like, at least when he's talking.
Yeah, absolutely. And he may have thought that because he had been in jail and prison before, and probably nobody has ever got them, and so he just didn't think it was probably even a thing.
Yeah, well, I also think because he ended up being high profile
Yeah.
and kind of went viral on TikTok, there may not be other prisoners that could like relate to that experience that could tell him like, hey, yo, don't do this. Like, it's going to be public. You don't want that out there. There may
You
have
would
not have been
think.
anybody who had that experience to know. I don't know. I would hope they would know, but I
Yeah,
don't think that they did know.
maybe. I don't know. That's crazy. Because you would think someone who has been in and out of the system and spent such a majority of their adult life, they would be smarter about it.
But that's what makes me think that, like, he's been in and out, right? This has never happened to him before. So
Yeah.
of course they don't have access to this. Like, I've messaged plenty of people and it's nothing,
Yeah.
That's what I think happened. I don't think he realized that, like, by going viral, this was going to go a different route for him.
Yeah, you're right. But even if he knew, he wouldn't care. But I'm curious if he would mislead his family.
I don't get the vibe that he
Mhm.
was trying to mislead them on purpose.
Right.
I get the vibe that, like, I mean, he is asking for pictures of the kid in the other one, but like this one, he's asking for like Halloween decor. Like it sounds like he just wants to see what they're doing, like be a part of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
giving him too much credit for caring. I don't know.
No, it's hard. We've only gone through a handful, but it's hard to see. It's hard to know how he interacts with everyone else, and then to kind of jump back and see these and try to determine, all right, like, well, what was his headspace? I just think, I don't know. I don't know. And like, I'll circle back around to, is he capable of love? And yeah, I agree. He's capable of his form of love. But then I think about the narratives that are being pushed now with his, I don't even know if they started with him, but he's aware of them and he encourages it. And it's like, how can you do that to your family? Yeah, Cleo.
Sorry.
You're
My
fine.
food came and I don't want to.
What'd you get? Oh, can I say our
I got Little
Texas
Caesars.
Roadhouse experience was horrible? And I say that with like a heavy heart, and I'll still go back because it was a one-time horrible situation. But we both got steak, and I ordered both of them medium well, which slow your roll. I would never normally order steak medium well, but like at a steakhouse, like medium well is like a pink center, like they
Yeah, it's like medium.
yes. And
Yeah.
so it was just easier since I don't know about anyone else's spawns, but they make ordering very difficult. And this poor waiter, and I'm like, I just make both of them medium. It's just easier that way. And I took one bite of mine. I'm like, this is well done. Like there was no like it was like when I cut into it. Okay, so dry. Okay, but the last time we were there and got medium, it was a little too rare, at least for my liking for her. I wasn't. And so even though I was like, whatever, man, like it's fine, but they're like, no, like, we're taking it off the check, which is very kind. But it wasn't until I went to go wrap up the spawns that I realized, Nanya, hers was undercooked, which is a million times worse than overcooked. Okay. And I'm talking about not medium, like it was blue. Like, and I was like, because I didn't look when she started eating it. Luckily, she only took like 2 bites by the time she was full.
Oh my goodness.
But I was like, yo, how did you guys, it's one thing overcooking mine, but it's another thing, one effing up both so bad, like one undercooked, one overcooked. But like, I was so upset because that was her who ate it, like, and I'm like, did you
and ordering the same exact thing, but getting 2 totally completely different results. That's crazy.
That's what I thought. I was like, we both, like, it was just medium well. Like, that was it. And hers was so blue that I started, like, not blue, like, but like borderline, you know what I mean? In spots that I was really uncomfortable. And I was like,
were you hearing mooing in the distance?
It was, it really, like, I had to use my fingers to touch it to, like, really determine, is this even fucking cooked? Like, oh my God.
Goodness.
Yeah. And I was like, why didn't you say anything to me? She's like, I don't fucking know. I'm 11. I don't know.
She probably was over there looking at you like, well, she's choking it down. I might as well do the same.
No, because she was too busy making fun of me that mine was so dry. I didn't even notice. So I was just like, oh man, but I wasn't going to bring that woman back over because I don't want to be a complainer, It's like, this is even worse than mine. Like, it's dangerous. That's dangerous. So I don't know who effed up back in the kitchen, but it was bad.
Somebody is struggling with the state cooking at Texas Roadhouse. That's concerning.
That's all they do. But how did you get one so severely? Like, and the only thing in my mind I can think of is that, like, instead of like medium, like what, like medium well, like he made one medium, one well, but I'm like, no, because that still isn't a medium. That is rare. Like, that is fucking rare. Oh, so yeah, that was my dinner, aka not a dinner.
Good to know. Okay. Yeah, I just ordered a Detroit style pizza and some breadsticks, so that's what I'll be having. Also, I wanted to let you know I did end up going to Buc-ee's.
How was it?
So I recorded for you.
You
because
did?
I couldn't believe some of it, and so I had to do a video so I could show you from the moment I got out of the car all the way to the back of the store and then back.
Is it as good as they say it is?
There is something for everybody in that store.
You need Buc-ee's.
And, well, again, mind you, like, I live in a very, very expensive place.
Yeah.
But the gas was $1.55.
Stop.
I was like, OMG. A bag of ice, a small bag of ice where I live is normally $7 to $8.
Yep.
It was $1 for the small bag of ice there.
How much was
the collapsible coolers or like the insulated bags that you can get at like Walmart, Sam's Club, like all those places? $19 for this humongous bag. I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't buy those things because I didn't need ice or a cooler.
Yeah,
but honestly, I struggled. I
just for the deal.
If I could fit it in my luggage, simply because of the price and the deal, I would have done it. If I had room, I would have done it.
I don't even need ice, or I would have been chunking it down, man. Yeah, it's good. This is Buc-ee's, Harlot, and Wolfie tells me about it all the time, and it's made me want. We don't have Buc-ee's here, and she doesn't have Buc-ee's there. But I've heard about this place. Okay, it's like 7-Eleven on crack. Like, it is massive, and it has everything, and it has brisket. brisket, okay? But good brisket. I don't know. And you can leave with like a shirt. I want to
Listen,
try Buc-ee's.
they have shirts, they have pocket knives, they have brisket sandwiches, they have 13 different flavors of homemade fudge. They have a
Oh,
whole tortilla making station. I questioned that because there was nobody working it, so I couldn't confirm if they were going to be good tortillas or not. I'm just saying. They have everything. And then they have these things called Bucky Nuggets, and everybody told me about them. I did not buy them because I was like, I can't identify what's in that package. I'd prefer not for this time around. But
yeah.
they had everything in there. Stanley cups, magnets, purses, belts. I mean, swimsuits. They had I'm gonna have to show you the picture. They had a bikini style with Bucky's face all over it, and I'm like, who is wearing? They had an inflatable Easter bunny. It's Bucky with the Easter bunny ears on, and it's inflatable to go in your front yard. It also was only $19, and I was like, oh my gosh! Again,
Ow.
I need that, but I can't fit it in my luggage, so I'm not going to take it. But I was like, my God, things are so cheap here at Buc-ee's.
You don't even need it, but you're about to go home with a Buc-ee's inflatable for your front lawn.
For Easter, because who decorates for Easter at that? Like, with adult children. Like, come on now.
How does it have gas for $1.50 in the U.S.?
In the United States of America, I have no idea. All I know is Bucky has got to have the best hookup to everything, everywhere across the world. That's all I'm saying.
We need Buc-ee's. It's not fair. Bring Buc-ee's to us, okay?
Right? I want gas to be that cheap.
Yeah, gas is $4.44 here. Not like
I think mine is probably like high 4s, low 5s.
Yep, it's ridiculous, and I have very little gas I need, and still it's ridiculous.
When I tell you, it took me $25 to fill up the gas tank that gave me 419 miles.
Yeah,
I was like, how? It was an amazing experience. I don't think that I would seek out another Buc-ee's to go to personally because I don't see the lure, but I think you have to like be here to love it that much. But I did do a video. They had a Buc-ee's statue outside and he had his arms out, but you can't really tell, does he have his arms out to welcome you and like give you a hug? Like, can you hug it? Or does he have his arms out because his hands are at the bottom of it and he wants your money as you walk inside?
I don't know. I have to experience his vibe.
Yeah. Never been there. Wawa is on my list.
I've been to a Wawa.
Know. You have been?
In Jersey. I've been to a Wawa, but I was very intoxicated and it was like 2 a.m. But they had a sandwich making station, not a tortilla making station. Okay. It was basically 7-Eleven, just like a little bit beefier. Bigger. Yeah. Just a little, not physically bigger, but like souped up a bit more.
But I want at least 32 kinds of jerky there. Shit. They had pepper jerky, cherry flavored jerky, jalapeno jerky, like every kind of jerky, smoked jerky, grilled jerky. Like it was like the Forrest Gump of jerkies in their little container.
Yeah. This was when I was like 18.
Interesting. I'm sorry, I'm getting us off path. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. Honestly, these are depressing. Yeah, this is when I was like 18, Callie. Like I've dranken like honestly, like on my hands. That's how many times I could count, and it's all been. I don't think I've drank again after 21. Like maybe once. Like I hate drinking. I hate it. And yeah, for the Buc-ee's field trip. Thank you, Andrea. If someone could tell me what the closest one to New York is, that would be great.
So my understanding of it, which I could totally be wrong, they're only in like Florida, potentially parts of Georgia, Alabama, and like, well, I don't know, because Alabama, I found 2 here. That's where I'm at right now. But I found 2 here in Alabama. And one was like on my way leaving out of Alabama. So I was able to like go past it. But I don't know. I've looked in other places. Oh, I think there's some in Louisiana. I think there's some not too far out of Baton Rouge, closer to New Orleans, maybe. I could be wrong.
I'd take a brisket sandwich. That sounds.
Oh,
appropriate.
but what kind of brisket sandwich? Because you have a smoked one, you have a turkey one, you have it was smoked, it was a barbecue one, and then there was a stacked one, a double decker brisket sandwich. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't, that honestly, I'm a person who loves to shop, and there were so many options. I bought a piece of fudge and a magnet. My list it was too overwhelming. There were too many choices, and I couldn't choose. They had apple pie, pecan pie, chocolate pie in a cup, key lime pie in a cup, banana pudding. Like, there was just so much I couldn't decide.
You went with a piece of fudge and a magnet.
Yep, that's what I walked out with.
You got overstimulated. That's.
I did. I had decision fatigue within minutes of walking in the door. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like, it's like Outdoor Sportsman had a baby with like Walmart's kid and hooked up with 7-Eleven later on, and this is what it bred, you know, like, it was crazy.
Oh my God. That's funny.
It was an experience.
Magnet. What kind of magnet? Is it a Buc-ee's magnet? Tell me it's not a Buc-ee's.
No, it's a Sweet Home Alabama magnet.
Why?
I don't know. Do I listen to country music? No. Do I think Alabama is a sweet home? Maybe it is for somebody somewhere, not for me. But I always buy a magnet when I go to a new state. It's the only time I've been here. And I was like, oh, they have magnets. It's $2.99 or $3.99, something like that. I'll just get it here instead of buying at the airport at some point in time. Forget it. It's all good. So I just bought a magnet and a peanut butter chocolate piece of fudge.
Was it good?
So far, yes. I only had one piece of it.
Okay.
Not one piece, like one little pinch, bite of it. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, they say that the bathrooms are clean. I saw someone say earlier they have a walk-in.
They have showers. Like, people could, honestly, you could probably pretty much live in Buc-ee's parking lot.
Remember Where the Heart Is? If she lived at a Buc-ee's, man. You ever see Where the Heart Is with Natalie Portman?
No. Oh, the movie a long time ago?
Yes. She
No,
gave birth in the Walmart. She lived in the Walmart. She should have went for Buc-ee's, man. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Look at Truthfully Me said, my husband had to work in Alabama one year, and he brought me home a goddamn Piggly Wiggly t-shirt. Not the Piggly Wiggly t-shirt. Oh my God. Oh boy, is he still your husband? That's my question.
He still is. He still is. I know it. Yeah, that's what I can imagine, Severe. Like, it's very overstimulating, but I still want to go. Yeah, the Walmart, baby. You guys know. Lambert's.
Oh yeah, they have every flavor. The Coke machine is like a whole half a wall. Like, you know, you go to like the fountain machines. I love fountain drinks, so don't get me wrong. But again, all I need is Dr. Pepper. I don't need 17 flavors of Dr. Pepper offered to me.
But it's nice to have.
There are 18 flavors of Sprite. Like, where do you can't find that bottled, so how are they making it?
Because it's just Sprite with flavor, you know, like, so the Sprite itself was there and then just the flavor as you go. But your magnet was more expensive than the gas was.
Yeah, it was. Heck, I just thought about that. It sure was. And let me tell you the even crazier part. The person who I'm with wanted to buy their kids a pair of Buc-ee socks to take home. Guess how much the Buc-ee pair of socks were? A pair of no-show socks.
No-show meaning under the ankle?
Yeah.
Okay. $4.
No. They were $6.99. $6.99 for a pair of Buc-ee's socks. Again, that's 6 times the price of the gas that you put in your car to drive somewhere to put on your feet with this beaver, or I think that's what he is, with buck teeth.
Yeah.
Just to smile at you.
I don't know, Natasha. It's just, I've seen videos of it, and it's like a really massive store, but they have like
is really
everything.
big.
It's like a one-stop shop, okay?
Yeah.
But their brisket, that's how you're going to intrigue me. I love brisket, and we don't have many brisket places here in New York. And so that sounds delicious.
My friend told me the only thing I needed to do when driving through Alabama was just to start yelling, "Roll Tide" out the window, and people would be fine and just let me through.
Yes, my Alabama friend told me about that. I didn't know what Roll Tide was before her.
They're really into their Roll Tide.
Yes.
Oh,
I think it's
but
good.
I did see the Purple Smoky Mountains today, or something like that. There's some kind of Smoky Mountains, and they were beautiful too. I don't know, why are we talking about that? I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
Nobody wants to hear this.
I went down that Bucky rabbit hole with you, to be fair. There's like the whole chat did too. Everyone's here for Bucky.
No joke though. When I go to New Jersey coming up, I'm absolutely finding a Wawa near me.
Yeah, but it's not going to be Bucky's.
Well, I mean, is that really, like, right now, Bucky's is kind of set the standard low, so.
Yeah, I mean, nothing. Now
it was too much offered.
It was too
I need
much.
a little less. So, like, I don't need a 7-Eleven less.
Okay, well, that's all we got.
But I do want, like, just a little bit more than 7-Eleven, but a hell of a lot less than Bucky's has to offer. It was a lot.
I'll send you a shirt. Damn it. Well, I want the brisket sandwich. Maybe a shirt with the brisket sandwich on it will make do. A nice little medium. But damn it. Yeah, I wish you could
Wawa is perfect. Okay, Safira.
Wrap that up, man. Any of those except 7-Eleven and Walmart. Yeah, we only have 7-Elevens here, which I'm not complaining. I love my 7-Eleven, but
Natasha said staying at home for the win for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, everybody in the chat says Wawa is amazing, but have the people in the chat who swear by Wawa, have you been to or ever experienced a Buc-ee's? Because I need to be able to compare it. They do sell cow hides, yes. Up on the wall. MJ, I swear, I'm going to send you this video, and you can see. I just took my phone. I was trying to avoid people because there's so many people in there. But let me tell you how big it is. The women's section was over to the left-hand side. The men's section is to like the left south side. And then on the right-hand side is a little bit of kids, like babies. And then kids is even further down than the men's on the other side. The entire sections. Every charger you could ever need for any phone. Like even the government phones, the Obama phones, they have the chargers for those. Like they've got everything there.
I need
you need it? They've got it.
Are they open 24 hours?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think they do have hours, but they're closed for a very little bit of time. Honestly, they have to restock all of that stuff. So of course, the brisket has to stop cooking at some point and reset the next day. So of course they must close at some point. I just didn't, I just didn't.
Only downfall. Oh, they are 24 hours. They're 24/7.
24/7, 365 days. Okay, but can I share something with you? I did look it up. The GM of a Buc-ee's, the general manager of a Buc-ee's, makes over $200,000 a year.
You see,
according to their website. I was like, well, no wonder why they're not running a gas station or a convenience store. They're running a tourist attraction. This is like Disneyland for these people. This little girl came in with her grandma. Grandma was walking with the cane right behind her, and they're just chugging along. Little girl's being patient. She's like, "What do you want today, sweetheart?"
Oh.
And the little girl's like, "I don't know, Grandma." And then Grandma's just chugging along some more. She's like, "You think you want a sweatshirt or a t-shirt today?"
Oh.
And the little girl's like, "I don't know. I need to look at what they've got." And I was like, "Oh my God, this is their Friday like date night."
Yeah.
Okay.
I would
All
do
right.
it. I wanna one day.
Honestly, I seen something there that made me think of you, and I almost bought it,
What
and then I
was it?
decided not to.
Was it a 4 or something?
No, it was a bag we had talked about before. I don't want to share that, but it was a bag we had
Okay.
talked about before. But yeah, but I was like, no, okay, forget it. Yeah, they sell beaver plushies in purple, pink, red, cheetah print, like whatever kind of beaver plushie you could possibly want. They've got it. Yeah.
One day, I'm gonna stream from a Bucky's one day. You mark my words. Yeah, they mentioned the beaver nuggets. We've heard about them.
Yeah, I couldn't identify what they were because at first I thought, oh, it's just like caramel popcorn, but they don't. The nuggets actually look like, the styrofoam pieces that come in like nugget form in like
Yes.
packages, and they
Yeah.
kind of go everywhere, but they look almost like a
The
noodle kind of.
popcorn thing, yeah.
That's what it looks like, but it's like got apparently like a caramel, sugar, cinnamon, something goodness
Oh
on it.
shit.
And I was like, I can't eat that. I just can't.
I'm not big on like sweets once in a while, but
Oh,
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
oh, I rock with the sweets. Don't get me wrong. In the video you're gonna see, I spent the most time at their bakery section. They had whoopie pies. Never heard of a whoopie pie before. I went to
Neither have I.
Bucky's, but whoopie pies are like it's like the muffin top of the cupcake, right? So imagine 2 muffin tops of a cupcake with
Okay.
whipped cream in the middle of it. So almost like a moon pie kind of design
Okay.
where it's like, the layers, whatever. But this is like, it looks like a muffin top on the top and then a muffin top on the bottom and whipped cream in the middle of it.
No,
I did not get one of those, but
whoopie
I was
pie.
almost tempted.
Damn. I mean, we got hot dogs in a cart, like dirty water dogs. Like you got a pretzel. You want to see a rat pulling a slice of pizza bigger than itself down the subway? We got you. We don't got whoopie pies.
Listen, it was so extravagant that I was like, you know what? I'm going to just have Little Caesars for dinner. I need just some basicness in my life.
We don't have Little Caesars anymore either. We had one
It
for like
definitely
a
is an
year.
experience for sure.
Thank you, Andrea. I love this community.
Yeah.
Me too.
What did Harley say?
Let me see. What did Harley?
Oh no, we don't know what whoopie pie is. I had never heard of it before today. Mm-hmm.
No, we don't. I guess this is like the mid of the U.S. section. We don't on the outer rims. We don't get whoopie pies.
MK was wondering if they were selling diabetes there. They actually offered diabetes, high cholesterol. They also offered hypertension, if that's your thing. They've got a little bit of everything to sell you, MK.
Don't say that. Someone's
Whatever you
already
need,
getting triggered. Someone's already getting I've been yelled at for this before because I said that was diabetes in a cup. And I got scolded.
Oh, well, I don't mind a little diabetes in a cup. But
yeah.
South Carolina has Bucky's too, apparently.
It's not fair. They got to just make their way over. Scooter pies. Nope, never heard of it. But to be fair, I've never even had the grits and sausage and biscuits. Wait, gravy and biscuits. Whatever that thing is.
Biscuits and gravy.
Yes, that. I still have that on my list. I will go to Bucky's live one day. How are we supposed to pivot back to these emails? These are depressing. They're depressing to me. My mother bought a $130 wallet at Bucky's. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. What is wrong with her? Is she okay? $130. I bet you it has that Bucky on the front of it, huh? Who said that?
Little
Melanie.
beaver to open
yeah, it's the little beaver guy.
Button.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so funny. Yeah, because there are messages from Wade to Jesse saying he's done with her because she was only sending him $200 per month and he wanted $12. I saw the messages from yesterday, but I don't recall seeing $200. Anything about $200, just $1,200.
Red-eye gravy. What's red-eye gravy?
I don't think I want to know what that is.
So here's my thing, MJ. The reason why I don't like biscuits and gravy, I love the taste of it because it's like literally pour love out into a pan, add cream, and it's wonderful, and your heart feels full. So
Mhm.
I'm a fan of biscuits and gravy. The only thing is, most people can't give you an exact recipe because most of the people who've been making it, their grandmother showed them how to make it,
Yeah.
and their grandma was like, just put like a finger's worth of flour in there.
Stop until your
You can't
ancestors tell
measure.
you.
Yeah, he's like, just pour until your ancestors tell you. And
Yeah.
my answers are, I guess they're mad at me. They don't talk to me like that, so I can't even do it. So I need like an exact recipe. But people who
Yeah.
make it really good, like slap your mama kind of good,
Mm-hmm.
typically they don't have a recipe that they can give you with measurements. Yeah, sausage, gravy, and biscuit. It is. It is.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't bore
Where
you with my stories because I had another one, but I'll tell you it later.
where'd you guys see that though? The $200 one.
Oh.
So she was only sending him $200 a month, but he wanted $1,200 a month, and so he broke up with her.
What's country ham? Shell Broadway?
I don't know what B's and G's are, Natasha.
Biscuits and gravy.
Oh, okay. See, that's my problem. I said I'll go to a country Crockett one. Oh wait, what's the name of that place? Country
Cracker Barrel?
Cracker Barrel. That I'll go to a Cracker Barrel.
I was like,
and-
Country Crockett? We never talked about that. What's that place? And I realized she's talking about Cracker Barrel.
The one with the rocking chairs in the front.
Yes.
There's one very
Yes.
far away, but I feel like that's my best bet of getting a biscuit with gravy on it. They're not on the menu here. Like I don't see that. Are made with
I've had it
love.
before. I think I only like their they have it's like a hash brown kind of potato casserole thing.
Mm.
Love that. It's really good. But I don't think anything else like stuck in my head.
Oh, well, there we go. I guess that's not going to be a good place to start. Little country.
They said the biscuits and gravy suck there.
Yeah. Well,
be sure to herd up the good old country.
Oh my god! And get you a bucket of
tasty
bacon grease to make. Oh my! You can go to Buc-ee's and get yourself a bucket of bacon grease to make your gravy. Shit.
Oh my gosh! Hold on. Let me see if I can send you this picture real quick. Hold on. Let me mute.
Bake some Pillsbury, but I don't like Pillsbury biscuits. I know, right? And especially since I didn't get to eat my dinner. Beaver grease. I don't want no beavers.
I didn't take a picture. It's only video, so I can't send it. But they had this bag, and I promise you that bag had to at least be 10 pounds worth of pecans in their true like shelled fashion.
Oh man.
And I don't know who is buying these 10 pounds of pecan. How much? I don't know what you do with pecans truly that much, like a pecan pie or two, but that's like 45 pecan pies worth.
I love pecan pie, but to be fair, I only have it like once every 7 years. So like when I do, it's good. But I can't imagine that many pecans. I don't think I've ever seen a pecan still in its shell.
Oh, they also have Bucky chips.
Bucky what?
I don't think they're called Bucky chips. They're called something else, but they basically are like potato chips, like homemade fried potatoes, and they're Bucky chips. It was an experience. If you haven't experienced it, you by far live your life experience. If you love it, I'm not hating on you loving it. It was an experience for sure, and I'm glad I did it. And I don't think that I would circle back to it.
Yes.
And now I'm going to be like, Wawa, here I come.
Yeah, check it off your list. You know, I'm very jealous. I'm very, very jealous. Have a bag of cooked gizzards. I don't know what gizzards are.
What'd that person say? Gizzards, like they're the like chicken gizzards.
Oh, is that organs.
Uh-huh.
Oh no,
Mhm.
thank you. No, thank you. No, thank
I guess
you.
they fry it up.
I don't give a shit what you do with them. I'm not eating them. My aunt had a pecan farm. They're expensive. Wow.
Oh.
No, thank you. I would love to shell Broadway.
They
People,
love the gizzards at their Chinese place? Linda, I'm sure you have something that we just don't know about. You will chew for days. Who would want to do that?
and I don't know where to buy lard if I wanted to, Dorothy. I really don't. Yeah, I don't
Look
know.
at but can I just point out that that's exactly how the recipes go. Biscuits and gravy. Start with a tub of lard, add a bucket of bacon fat, see your cardiologist in the morning if you wake up.
Yeah.
That's the recipe for it. That's how it goes.
Oh man, I've never had grits. I don't know what it is either. To be fair, I know that it looks like rice.
Have you ever had cream of wheat?
No,
Take oatmeal.
I've never had oatmeal.
And wait, no. Well, not because you don't know what oatmeal is, though.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. But you've never eaten oatmeal?
No,
Like you hate the texture of it? Like what do you have against oatmeal?
I don't want a hot, mushy cereal.
But it's not cereal, it's oatmeal.
I don't want a hot, mushy oat either.
Okay. Then odds are you won't like grits. They're a different texture, but it still is it's like hot mashed potatoes with little pieces of sand in it. Texture wise, not actual sand, but that's kind of what you're going to get from grits.
That reminds me of Mr. Wilson.
Oh, well,
Tastes
that's a
paint
transition.
chips.
Who was tasting paint chips?
Tastes like paint chips. Mr. Wilson. Dennis the Menace.
Girl, I thought you were trying to transition us back to Wade Wilson.
Dude, I can't.
You can't do that to me, MJ.
Oh,
I
Mr.
did not think that
Wilson.
went way over my head. I did not think Mr. Wilson. I would thought, oh, she wants me to shut the hell up and go talk about Wade Wilson.
Oh,
Okay,
Mr.
good.
Wade Wilson. No, I meant literally Mr. Wilson from Dennis the Menace. Here, off one.
I was like, okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I definitely was not picking up what you were putting down.
I wasn't trying to. Oh, you think I was like, oh, Mr. Wilson, come on, let's get that.
I thought you were trying to say that like Wade Wilson at one point talked about eating paint chips. And so I thought this was going to be a random Wade Wilson because that's something he would have said,
Yeah.
And so I thought it was going to be like a random Wade
transition.
Wilson story, transition us back to Wade Wilson, right? Like, oh, okay, it's time to head back to Wade Wilson. It's cool. I'm picking up what you're putting down, but indeed I was not. Not at all.
Not at all. I'm imagining literally the scene where he's crunching.
Oh, the chat thought that you were talking about Wade Wilson too.
Sorry, guys. No. Mr. Wilson from Dennis the Menace. Tastes like paint chips.
Oh, they said, do you eat oatmeal cookies?
I've had oatmeal cookies and they're good. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I like.
Tess, she had to hop down. She's not feeling well today, so.
Yeah, we'll do all of the. These are depressing though. I'll be honest. I think I prefer going back. Remember, we had started the beginning when the ones that you guys weren't here to read. Those were better. Not saying I'm not going to read these. I'm just saying like they're a bit depressing for me.
Yeah, it's sad to see the family coming and going.
Yeah,
I don't mind reading them, but have you eaten polenta?
I don't know what polenta is. Oh, the cake?
No.
Then no.
Somebody in the chat said it's the same as polenta if you're Italian.
No.
And I just figured you talk about salmonella bread and garlic shame people. So maybe I just assumed that's not very good of me.
Nope. No, I don't eat polenta either. It's dried up corn. Yeah, it tastes
Butter.
like
Don't forget
paint
the
and
butter.
wood. Thank you. Someone knew who I was talking. Oh my
I don't
God.
the movie references. I'm really struggling with them tonight. I don't know.
We're
Yeah,
just out of whack. We'll get back to it.
yeah,
Find our way
yeah.
back. It's been too long.
So to be clear, grits they're actually cornmeal, I believe. They are cornmeal. But I just I didn't say they are sand. I'm just saying the consistency of sand, like the little grainy kind of parts, that is in grits, in my
Dude,
opinion.
there's nothing worse. That's why I will not eat at the beach. Have you ever crunched on sand and you question, did all of my teeth just shatter?
No, I've
That is
never eaten sand because I
no,
don't put my food on
girl.
the beach.
Even
I
if you
put it on
got
like a
wiped out by a wave, you eat sand. Okay, a piece, just even one grain can get into your mouth, and all of a sudden it's like crunch, and it's like, what the fuck? You run your tongue over every tooth to make sure all pieces are still there because
I'm not trusting
crunches.
you because you said your beach has Pepsi bottles and trash. So I don't. Of course, yours would have sand flying everywhere in the water.
It's so true, though.
I
Our
don't trust
beaches
your
are
beaches or
not
your
nice.
ocean at this point. Honestly, stay away from the water because it seems like it's trying to take you out.
Our
That's just
beaches are not nice. You can't even see like when the waves come, there is so much seaweed.
sorry,
Like
Mallory.
it's just a barrel of dark green. When you get up, your hair is all the seaweed. It's like literally seaweed. It is horrible. It is horrible here. Don't come to New York. I don't know why people come to New York. It is not a great place.
Wait, you come up from the water with all the seaweed on your head?
Yes, because the seaweed, it's so much when the wave comes over you. Literally,
Are
you have
y'all?
an
Are you
air
deep
full of
sea
seaweed.
diving, or this is
No,
just at the top
this
of your
is right,
water?
girl. This is right at where the waves break. It is right, and it keeps recirculating in the fucking waves. And then you have to first, even to get to the seaweed, have to get through the mountain of foam. Foam.
Why does your ocean have foam? Is it it's
It's
salt water?
foam. It's not a good foam either. A nasty brown foam that separates this fucking sand from the water. It is horrible. It is horrible. I will take pictures to show you. I'm not being dramatic.
I definitely need to see it because I'm very concerned. Like,
Yes,
why do they let people in that water at this point?
that's what we got. Yeah,
It's like,
be swimming in sewage. It's so
oh my
true.
God.
It's so true. I went fishing the other summer in my bay, and I thought I caught a fucking fish. Instead, I caught
And what was it?
somebody's abandoned fishing pole intertwined in a crab.
What is wrong with you guys? Who is abandoning their fishing poles, their Pepsi bottle, their trash, and pulling the seaweed to the surface with them?
It was intertwined and tied together with like an abandoned crabbing crate.
Oh my God.
And I pulled, and I was certain it was pulling back. Okay. I just
Were
caught
you
another
in the
pole.
water or out of the water?
No, this was underwater. I'm like pulling.
So
And I
you
got,
thought it may have been pulling back and you just kept
yeah.
pulling towards you.
Oh, I was pulling, and then finally it came to the surface, and it was like it had moss all over it. It's a very old fishing pole, and the line got all tangled up, and it brought all types of shit up with it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Yeah, New York sucks.
Note to self, don't go in the ocean in New York.
Yeah, that was the bay, but still, don't go anywhere.
Okay, well, a bay makes sense. Like that's just where all the crap ends up
Yeah.
and sits because it's not moving. We when we were talking about, I was talking about oceans.
Yeah, well, I was first talking about oceans. Just my fishing story came from the bay.
So the
Oh,
seaweed and the Pepsi bottle in the trash, that's all ocean wide.
yeah, there's street glass and cigarette butts in our sand.
No way. You are joking with me.
No, I'm not. I wish I was, Nanya. I
Oh
swear.
my
That's what
gosh.
our beaches look like. It's nasty.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll have to send you the picture of my beach excursion I went on. You'll see there's nothing. There is some seaweed on the beach. There is definitely some seaweed on the beach and a little bit like I don't have seashells like Florida has seashells. But there is some sand on the beach and there's not no Pepsi bottles. Like we take care of our jazz, okay? But man, that's rough. Use syringes. Oh God, no.
I don't know about that, but dead jellyfish like wash up like and like the clear
You
ones.
are lying.
No, yeah, the clear ones and the kids pick them up and throw them at each other. Yeah.
The stinging jellyfish?
They're the clear ones. That's all I know. And they're not alive anymore, like because they just wash up.
Oh,
Right
my
around that foam
goodness.
area I was telling you about.
Honestly, there's probably something in the foam that just takes them out. Honestly,
Well,
maybe decomposing jellyfish at this point.
I mean, I hope not, because the kids put it on their face like they're Santa Claus. So you see
You play in the foam.
I do not play in that foam, okay? But
The kids do.
play in that foam.
Kids at the beach do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
I'm surprised Jimmy Hoffa hasn't washed up.
Yeah, exactly. Is it Taco Tuesday yet? Sounds delightful. Exactly. Yeah.
I will take video. I have videos, okay? I just need to zoom into the background. I will prove this to you guys. Okay?
And then like
I'm
the
not
saddest
lying.
part is I'm really kind of stuck on the story where you're pulling this thing up and you realize it may be pulling back at you in the middle of dark water because I'm sure you couldn't see it all the way down there.
Oh,
And you thought to
no.
yourself, you know what? Now I really need to see what's on the other end of this. I'm going to
I was
continue
proud.
pulling it up directly to me where it could potentially be a shark and eat me.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to assume it was the current that made it feel like it was pulling.
I would say that's a very safe assumption.
Yeah. Where we're going to go with the current in the bay was pulling so hard. You know, you listen, you just feel something snag on your line and you're like, oh, you know, and it's heavy. It's a big one. You see the pole bending. It's doing that curve. And you're like, shit. And I don't know what I'd do if I catch it because I don't touch fish. I ain't touching that. But luckily I never caught it. So
Did I send you the message? I watched a video this week. This guy, he was fishing. It was all water around him. I didn't see any land, but he was out there fishing on a Sea-Doo, so on like a jet ski. And I thought, oh, this should be interesting. And so he's kind of like, he's reeling it in. He's like, oh, I got a big one. And now like, I'm like, okay, he's got a big one. Okay, let's see. Like, I hope the big one isn't too big for his little jet ski, you know, like, oh my gosh. And now here I am 3.5 minutes in. Now I'm invested. So now I really got to see what it is. And the last 2 seconds, you see this fish coming up out of the water. And then all of a sudden, right behind it, you see a bull shark. The bull shark had already, it was just the fish's head on the line because the bull shark had already been like getting at it. But the guy was pulling the shark up with the fish. No, sir. I'll just swim in the water close enough to the beach where I could stand up and walk out. I'm good.
Did you see that video like last month of a great back whale swallowing that kayaker boy and spitting him back up?
No, but I'd feel rejected by life. Like, well, actually, I probably feel like Jonah. I'd be like, Lord, is that you? Like,
dude,
I
he
feel
was
like
with his
the universe
father.
was trying to tell me something.
And they were in kayaks, and he got okay. He got
Who is
swallowed.
kayaking out there with the whales?
No, he got swallowed by a whale. Okay, and it spit him back up. But how calm his dad remained is mind-boggling to me. So viewer discretion is advised. It's only 30 seconds, but he's okay. He's okay. But watch this
Natasha
shit.
wants to point out that it's a humpback whale, not a great back whale.
Thank you. A humpback whale. Okay.
Thank you, Natasha.
Watch this.
Okay. Oh, the birds are starting to scatter.
No, wait, this isn't the one. Sorry, hold on. This is 4 years ago. I don't know what that one is, so I don't want to play it just in case.
Okay, yeah, just in case it goes crazy.
Yeah, it's a viewer discretion's advice.
Hey,
so
shout out to you in the chat. Thanks for hanging out with us for the depressing emails that we were earlier reading, and for sticking around while we just hang out and chat.
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with you?
We
Almost
appreciate
600
you.
people stuck around while we talked about Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
Peaches.
I told you, Buc-ee. All you got to do is say Buc-ee's on each live stream, and people come flocking.
There it is. There you go. All right, ready? Kayaker swallowed by whale, then spit out. This was 1 month ago, so this is the one.
Okay. Oh my God! It just took him right under.
Look at it. But watch, he spits it
Oh.
out. His dad's recording. Look at this. Bloop.
Oh my goodness
He
gracious!
was swallowed.
He got swale. Look, it looked.
His
Jonah,
whole life. He's smiling. He was inside of a whale.
Maybe they were out there on purpose trying to get swallowed. Oh my gosh!
No.
He was just like, "Here we go.
Here we go. Woo!"
Like it's an amusement ride at the park. Bless their hearts. And then he just pops back up. Let me get on my kayak. Hold on, Dad. I'm headed your way. Hey, whale.
He must
Ain't
have
no way.
so
Ain't no way.
disoriented when he.
What is wrong with people? I mean, that's extreme sports. I don't know if they did that on purpose,
His
but
dad
you'd
kept
never find me in a
recording
kayak
them.
again.
His dad kept recording. He didn't even flinch the camera, which is mind blowing to me. He just fully recorded his son being swallowed.
I mean, is he at least screaming like, "Oh my God, Jonathan, no"? I don't know if that's his name.
I don't know. It's just music, so I don't know.
Oh,
but
it's
he
music.
got shot up. I wonder what the inside smelled
I mean, but
like.
he doesn't even has anybody interviewed him yet? Because
I
I do want to know, like, what happened when he went inside. Like, did he not make it all the way inside the mouth? Was he able to like pop out the side of his mouth?
I don't know. I think, yeah, I know that they did an interview. I didn't watch it though, but that's some crazy stuff. Oh my gosh. Like there was a moment there. He was in full darkness in a kayak in a whale's mouth underwater. Like that's some crazy shit, man. He said all he was white. Wow.
AAA said that one that was fall years ago was in California, and the person that was swallowed ended up having a head camera on as well. I don't want to watch it, but I'm just saying that's crazy.
Yeah, that's absolutely nuts.
Didn't Nemo get swallowed by the fish, and then they just carried him onto the?
Yeah, they carried him
to the current in wherever it was towards P52 whatever.
42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
There you go, that one.
Wow. Yeah. That's crazy.
A stranded shark basically walked it back to the ocean and it ate him. That is some karma. He spit him out like a cherry seed.
Wait, what? Oh my God, that's horrible. That he rescued a stranded shark, walked it back to the ocean, and it ate him?
Oh, thank you, our bubble.
That's some bad karma, man. Bad karma. But yeah, he was just like fucking Greek olive spitting that shit. Oh my God.
Well, Lavender Sky, I could see that too. That's a good point. He said The dad thought, I'm going to keep on recording for evidence so the police don't blame me if my son don't appear again. Imagine telling the police, a whale ate my son.
Yo, the kayak and everything. There's nothing. Just no evidence. Oh my God. No, I don't think, I think what it said was like he couldn't, like, I don't know if they could have swallowed the whole thing. I don't know. I'll have to watch the interview, but your whole life must flash before your eyes. I can imagine how disorienting it would be. All of a sudden it just goes dark. You're underwater, you're spit back out. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God.
I can't imagine. I just, that, I couldn't do it. Like, I want to do like whale watching, like when the big boats go out and they let you watch from a distance, watch the whales, or you go out in the distance and you get to the dolphins are swimming next to your boat and they're like, kee, 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 kee. They make the noise they make. Okay, yeah. That's cute. I can do that. I do not want to be swallowed whole by a whale, though.
That's terrifying. It's terrifying. I don't know if it was an inflatable, but thank you, Casey May, for 5 months. Love your channel, and Jay, you're a great creator. Thank you so much. And I know we went totally sideways. Yeah, sorry. But I needed it, honestly. Like, it's good to laugh, but I'm very jealous of your Buc-ee's experience.
Yeah, I'll send you the videos. I purposely took videos because I knew that you and I were the only two of our friend group who had never been to a Buc-ee's.
Wolfie does it all the time. She's at Buc-ee's, and I'm like, don't mention it unless you're bringing it. That's it.
Yeah.
I swam with sharks in Belize. I would. I don't know. I probably would. I would do anything once. I can't.
Tessmate, they have a lot of those in Washington too, but they're only there for a specific season. But yeah, I would do one of those. I wouldn't do a lot of other things, but I would do one of those for sure. I think it'd be cool. You would swim with sharks in a cage? Absolutely not. Do you know how powerful those jaws of that shark is, CC77? Then we'd be over there like, yeah, CC77 was a cool subscriber until they went and swam with sharks in a cage, yes. But then the shark crumbled the cage like a doggone Pepsi can, and here we are.
Yep, you'd be spit back out. You'll be up on my beach soon.
You'll be in the foam.
You'll be
at MJ's beach with the clear jelly.
Those are all my subscribers there. Oh my God. Beach rejects.
Right.
Oh my God. The whale's a spitter, not a quitter.
Listen. Oh, MK, don't you start. I gotta hold that back for a second. My 8-year-old mom swam with great whites in cage in Africa. Really?
Wow. I did. Is it talk? I was just talking about that like last week, how I need to rewatch Tiger King now that we're out of our COVID era, because that shit was nuts.
Isn't something going on with Tiger King right now?
I'm not sure.
Trying to do something. I don't know if somebody's trying to get a show, or I can't remember what it was. I seen something that had told me about.
Tiger King was crazy, but we were all crazy fresh in COVID. So like
Carol Baskin.
Yeah, Carol Baskin.
Killed her husband, whacked him.
Yeah, whacked him. But they recorded their interviews in an empty bathtub. The girl's arm got bitten off and she's back to work the same day. She's like, no big deal. What? Your arm was just eaten.
Can we open up a no judgment zone for a second?
Yeah.
So today, while I was operating a vehicle, I did not watch, but I did put on, there's a new documentary that Karen Reed did on Max.
Yeah.
I have not seen it yet, but I just started it. I started episode 2 because that's like, we were listening to it while we drove, but it's been interesting to kind of see the behind the scenes,
Mhm.
parts of it and what happened when, whatever. But regardless of what you believe about her, it's an interesting show. If you haven't watched
I
it, it's on
saw it.
Max.
I saw it on Max, and I wanted to get into it because I didn't follow everything with the Karen Reed trial. So I thought it would be interesting to kind of take a look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It was
it was good.
lovely.
It was good. Oh, thank you,
Miss
Shelly
Marley.
Bean. We had a great time, and
Yeah.
honestly, we're gonna start a fund to save the New York beaches at the bay, only specifically because of the foam.
The Karen comments came up in court today. Interesting. Yeah, I heard about Chimp Crazy, but I never watched it. Karen Reed
Are
is the
you a
one.
robot or am I a robot?
You're a robot? I don't. You sound fine. Did I turn robot? We went sideways, but that's okay. We're gonna go over to Patreon anyway. We'll finish the emails whenever.
Okay.
We're gonna go over to Patreon
Okay.
anyway because I'm gonna listen to the new call drop, and I want to at least discuss a bit with the JFK because the JFK documents got dropped, and I posted that on Patreon for people who want to go through them themselves. But there's a lot. Oh my god, there's a lot, and so I wanted to see. Kind of like I opened some of them, but like there's thousands and thousands of pages. But I'm excited what's going to come out, and I hope it's not going to be a nothing burger like Epstein.
Have you looked at the documents yet, or you're just going to be opening it up
I
and
started opening them
discovering?
before the live, but what's hard also is at least the ones I went through. Some of them are such poor quality, and it's not anything that is their fault. Versus they're just very old documents. A lot of them are handwritten, and then with the copy machine, like whenever they were uploaded, it's like shit. You gotta have to like zoom in and kind of
bad.
look.
Okay.
But a part of me wants to start from the back forward because I know everybody's most likely starting from the front back, and so they'll figure that part out. I want to kind of go all the way to the end and work backwards.
Okay. Can I answer 2 questions? Tess, I
Yeah.
actually think it does both. I think there's parts of it that make her look good and then parts of it that make her look bad. So I don't have one like way or the other that I think of her. But in that particular show, I felt like there were some parts that made her look good and some parts that didn't make her look good. Who is Karen Reed? Karen Reed is a lady who has been accused of killing her boyfriend by hitting him with her car while drunk, and there's a bunch of like corruption and some evidence that didn't make sense. She's already been to trial one time, and now this is her second trial, and they're trying to get a conviction on her because the first time didn't work. So that's who she is. Anyways, quick little recap there. So
it's one of those that are very interesting if you have two really vocal competing sides, kind of like Idaho 4 has with Koberger. And it's one of those that you really want to figure out what are your thoughts regarding it? Do you think she did it or not? But it's very interesting to see how the juries handle these types of cases.
Yeah. And really, I mean, the biggest part for me was just the court of public opinion. Like people can see a piece of evidence in front of their face and deny that it exists because they only want to believe what they want to believe, which is it's interesting to watch the stuff going on the outside of the case, plus the stuff inside of it. Today's court hearing was crazy, but we won't get into all of that stuff.
I heard about that.
Would you ever do the conspiracy of Marilyn Monroe's death?
With the connection with JFK and stuff? I mean, yeah, absolutely. That kind of opens the door to a lot of deaths, in my opinion. What?
Look at Knuckle Sandwich. I'm sorry. I'm gonna drive to Buc-ee's and get me a brisket and a bucket of bacon. Beep beep.
Whatever, man. Yeah, Idaho has been enough, honestly. It's because it's difficult to do coverage when it is that controversial. Half of me loves the debate. I truly enjoy it, but the other half also, it gets to a point where it's frustrating with confirmation bias. And if I don't feel like there's any progress in either side while debating, then it's no longer a debate. Like it's no longer, we're not getting anything out of it. And that's where I'm getting frustrated, is people just have their minds made up. And I don't like that. And so that could be hard. And I feel like that's probably the same with Karen. Thank you, FOS. Can someone tell me how to unblock someone in chat? I often accidentally hit the block, but see they are in chat. Thanks. If you go, if you're on like your phone app, and if you go and hit your icon and go into, let me do it. Hold on. If you go into settings, top right, scroll.
It's in your Google account.
Do you have to go to your?
Because they're not, well, unless they have a channel, then it's different than you're going into community.
Yeah, it's a personal.
But if they are, because it's a personal account, then you have to go through your Google settings, which is just going into your Google account.
Yeah. So just go right onto Google on like a browser, and then there will be an option for like permissions, blocked users, and you'll see people there. No.
It's a 311. Go.
She said.
She was saying she was over there yelling about Buc-ee's to me.
They're open 24 hours a day. Everything you can imagine. The beaver nuggets are corn puffs. Basic. Oh wait, I thought they were like chicken nuggets.
No, it's like caramel popcorn. It's supposed to be like caramel popcorn, but the puff looks like the styrofoam in your packages.
Got it.
And I couldn't get past that. So not through YouTube. I think you have to do it through Google on a personal account.
Yeah, I was seeing if you could do it through the app.
Okay.
But either way, it's very easy to just go right, type in like Google, and then you'll see permissions and blocked users, and you could unblock from there. But all right, we're going to go over to Patreon, and we're going to go take a listen to that. Oh, they're bad, Nanya. I know you don't really go in and listen on the Patreon, but they are bad. He said,
I can't do some of the calls. I tried to listen to one the other day.
Yeah.
And I was listening to, I can't hear, like he just sounds goofy, and not like a good kind of like, oh, chuckle, that's goofy. More like a stupid goofy, and that gets on my nerves.
Yeah, it's
very cringe for me.
The first couple, like with the shock of, oh my gosh, but now it's just like, it's nasty. But there was the very disturbing calls, which I got a lot of insight into his psyche for at that point, and that one was very interesting. It was hard to listen to, but it was very interesting to listen to, and I think we learned something from that call, at least. Thank you, MK. Well, thank you for coming on and for the Buc-ee's conversation. It just changed my whole vibe, and I had a great time.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear. Well, y'all have a great day, and thanks for allowing us to pivot. I really appreciated it.
Of course. I needed that pivot. We'll do the emails with everyone another night. So I will see you guys over on Patreon. So thank you, Nanya. Her link is in the description, and I will see you guys in a few minutes. Bye.